Game over. Game over.
Game over, man. Game over. Fuck. What the fuck? Fuck. Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking. How did you do fucking fuck? Fuck.
Wait a minute. There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's bush. There's falls. Come on. We'll blast them all until we get versticken. Join me. Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?
Like having sex. It's a painstaking, arduous task that seems to go on and on forever, and just when you think things are going your way, nothing happens.
Try to relax your anus.
Welcome, everybody. Let's start a show. We're going to do a show today. Is that okay? I'm going to do a show, if that's all right. Oh, my God. All right. Oof. We're here to do a show today.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Buenas tardes, Senor Crutches.
Fuck off. Thank you. Very, very kind of you. We have a, what is it? We have a $15 goal for tomorrow's show to be banked out, and I have to boost my volume just a touch. There is something, there is something weird, and I'm going to say Zoom. I'm saying Zoom, because my fucking OBS is being fucky. I got to work on cleaning up my computer and see what we can do. Gurmy, sorry for your loss. I'll be honest, it's gonna be really hard to talk about serious shit with those going on. Aaron could have used some stickers today, man. I think Aaron could have used some stickers or some fart noises. I tried to pull us out of that stuff a couple of times, just did not want to go. Let's see where the party's at. Where's the party at? It's at 510 of 2,000. We got a ways to go. You get to work on the pool, says Dave Lee. I did not. I'm not trusted with any of the pool duties, neither in or out of it. I'm completely useless when it comes to the pool. Completely useless when it comes to the pool. No, Johnny, you cannot do a show. Talk about Aaron some more. What's there to say, man? I love people being like, man, you're sitting there defending this dude all this time. Like, I didn't know this shit when I was doing that. I didn't know this stuff. You guys act like I'm informed, motherfucker. Like, I've offered him help multiple times throughout the course of our friendship, and ultimately, I don't ever get a phone call. So, yeah, I didn't know until I found out a lot of shit yesterday. Ooh, the cup. Yeah, this is why I was worried about that. I was worried about bringing this on. I'm like, I don't know. It's a lot of silver. There's lights. I bet you could float. I mean, dead man's float, but that's only a trick I can do once. Aaron also took the showdown. I don't believe he did, because it's on Rumble. It's on Rumble. And let me double check that before I checked this earlier because I was curious about that myself. Yeah, no, it's still on Rumble. So it's just not on YouTube. I don't know, man. It's it's holy shit, close to a hype train. That's a awkward one. We have an actual show with actual stuff to talk about. I don't know, man. Like, I'm actually still kind of processing some of this stuff because, again, some of this shit, like you guys, I found out fucking like yesterday, and I'm like, holy Jesus, man. Like, the things I didn't know boggles me. But the other thing is, like, I didn't want to talk about this on Aaron's show because it's his show. I got enough of my own shit going on. I'm not trying to harp, but like, my brother's going through a really difficult time. I'm medically going through a difficult time. And it's just kind of like, so on the one hand, I'm like, yeah, dude, this is horrible. And on the other hand, I don't want to be like, well, in my neck of the woods, bad, suck, and miserable. So what are you going to do? Glad he is repenting for his sins. Well, I'm glad he's doing that. But I also, like I said, I couldn't be hard on the guy. He's being hard enough on himself. What am I going to do? That's really going to help if I just start berating him. Being like, I grew up as a hungry, dirty child. You should be ashamed. What's that going to do? What's that going to do? Johnny, did they pay you to hold the camera? Did who pay me to hold the camera? I don't. You really think they paid me to be a tripod? I doubt it, man. I was not involved, and that hype train is coming and going, so I don't even need to be grinding this up. Alrighty. And yes, St. Caesar, there is actual news in the world. Aaron needs a BJ and a bottle of Jack. Oh, and some Eric Church on repeat. Should be fine in a day or two. Let's talk about something else. Rosie O'Donnell's pussy, Trump's pussy, anything. Right? We've got a lot of fun stuff to get into. And I'm just catching up with the chat quick. Hi, Amanda Hug and Kiss. Officer Krupke, hey there. Good to see everybody. All right, we're all here. Hot damn swiggy woo. Swiggity woo. Pretty sure it's not even a word. Swiggity woo. I was just texting the Aristocox how crazy this all is. The internet has Aaron fever. Gross. Aaron? Really? Is it Aaron fever? I've seen some stuff about Aaron. I've seen some stuff about Nick. I feel like it goes all over, depending on who you wanna be angry at or whatever. Johnny, will you knight me with a mod sword, please? I promise to use it wisely, says King Kong Dong 42. 42. Do we need more mods? I don't know. Tell you what, I'm gonna keep it under consideration. Right now, today, I just want to do a goddamn show talking about stuff that isn't worrying about. Is that a fucking kazoo? What? That looks so close to a penis that I'm almost concerned. Is that supposed to be a saxophone? Fuck me. All right. Saxaboom. All right, so it is supposed to be a saxophone. You looked a little uncomfortable with Aaron's confessions this morning because I'm trying to toe a line between making jokes and stuff, but he's understandably and obviously not super duper eager or happy to really talk about all the stuff we kept talking about. So I was kind of like, let's bail out a couple of times. And then I'm laughing at people making fun of me in the chat because I found that to be hilarious. People are sitting there like, oh, Johnny cried on a stream. I'm like, really? We're worrying about that now? Really? Out of everything going down, ooh, you got upset about your imminent mortality, and you went, oh, boo-hoo, woe is me. I'm overworked and I'm dying. I'll vouch for Kong if he fucks up. What is? Okay, it's something to do with you. I've got to... Ooh. I bet I know how we solve this problem. Does that do it? It does-ish. Have to move that light back a bit. I had April figured all wrong. I don't know. Dude, that one was pretty funny. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. That joke killed. Dude, and we can send the kids some stickers. Kids love stickers. Dude, it was a good joke. It was a good joke. Is that not what we do? Do we not make fun? Have we not made Johnny cries like a bitch jokes? Understandably, because he did. Yes, I did. Cried like a bitch. I don't care. I'm not sad about it. You were on point with the jokes. I was all right. A couple of them started cutting close, which is why I started backing off. Again, I just... It's one of those things like, I'm still I'm learning this with everybody else. Like, what are Johnny's thoughts on this? Like, well, I just found out, and I like to think about things for a while before I really say what my thoughts are. Knee-jerk reaction. Whoa! All right, I thought it was funny. Kids do love stickers. Dude, man, kids fucking love stickers. I'm gonna stand by that. That was a good goddamn line. Kids fucking love stickers. Who's ready for Pride in a few days? What is this? Okay. All right, yeah, beats the shitty cop at Denny's failure of an attempted joke. I still don't even know what the joke was supposed to be, but that, again, that whole thing, God, that is just a lot. It's a lot, and I'm going through plenty. And like I said, I've offered the man any help or assistance I can give him multiple times before and after all this stuff started, and I found out about all of it like 3 weeks ago. So... haven't gotten that phone call, not expecting it, not a big deal. So Mr. Trump's closing arguments today, right? Fuck off, we're moving on. We've talked enough about that stuff. God knows I'll have more time to do that later. Anyways, so our first hour, we're going to talk about the fact that, well, not his closing arguments. We're not going to talk about Trump's closing arguments. But we're going to talk about the Trump trial thing. Pope Francis got in a bunch of trouble because he uttered a slur. So we're going to find out what he did, and it's actually really funny. Then we've got a story that hits a little close to home in pregnant rural towns. And no, we're not talking about anybody you know. And then Coast Guard story from Florida. And the one I really want to talk about at the end of the day, or end of the hour, China has one-upped us on the robot dog situation. If you've been keeping tabs, we've seen the robot dog. We've seen the robot dog armed with a small-use tactical flamethrower for the purposes of fighting, like, wasp nests and stuff. China just said, we'll see your flamethrower dog and tell you to go fuck off. And so we're going to watch that unbelievably scary video. Mech warriors. Practically, Saint RN, practically mech warriors. Let me just say this. If you grew up watching BattleBots, you have a military career. Like, now you have a military career. The difference is we're going to switch from, like, buzzsaws and flamethrowers and woo, wow, wing, pow, bang. We're going to go to AK-47s and tactical missiles. Let's do some explosives. It's going to suck. Okay. That's a fucking... Wow, Fallen. Wow. All right, then. I can't really say much about that. Again, I'm one of these people who just learned a lot of this stuff recently. I can't comment because I don't know a lot of shit. I don't know these people. I apparently barely knew April because I never would have seen any of this out of April. And I thought I knew Aaron because, again, Aaron's not a drug guy. He's not no offense, Aaron's not a substance dude. He's got no tolerance. He freaks out at the drop of a hat. He does not go with the flow, and he does not like losing control. So in my opinion, the worst thing you can do is like, hey, man, mind-altering substance. It's going to be a bad ride. So about that pool, yeah, it's like, I saw it on my way out today when I went shopping. It's fucking oblong now. It's supposed to be a circle. It's supposed to be a circle, but it's this weird fucking, looks like a giant slipper. So apparently Cinderella is 16 feet tall, and she lost one of her shoes in my backyard. My daughter's swimming in it, and I hope she doesn't get athlete's foot, like, all over her body. All right, so let's go to this. Let's go to, thank you for the pool bit. I love that. So about the pool. I worked the local rodeo ground for my public service. I made the arena dirt as soft as a pillow. When I was done, you could fuck it. Alrighty then. Let's, down. Did Nick get that? Shit. All right, so let's get to this. Our coverage on this one. Is this the... Oh, it's the wrong one. This is the article. I don't want the article. I want the video. Robert De Niro showed up outside the Manhattan courthouse this morning to talk about Donald Trump and the threat to America that he poses. Oh, my God, a 48-second speech. This will be fun. Now, I don't know why we need Bad Grandpa to tell us which one of these old men we should stand by. Why... Can we have anyone, and I mean literally anyone, who doesn't have, like, fucking white hair weigh in on this? Just as a general rule, I feel like if you are someone who could be in any way, shape, or form eligible for Social Security, you should probably not step up and be like, hey, man, we gotta pick this old guy over that old guy. Because either way, you're not really invested in this. What are the odds you're here by the time the next president's done with their term? What are the odds either of them are? What are the odds any of us are? I ask you. I'm sure we'll be fine. As I try to swallow more cat hair. I do not have enough Coca-Cola to swallow more cat hair. All right. I had one of those pools, and they need to be on very level ground. Yeah, it needs to be on level ground, and it helps if, I'm not gonna criticize the person who's doing what she can for that. And you know what? I can't help it no matter what. Like, so fuck me in the ass, Doing the best we can for a tiny little person that I accidentally made and said, well, shit, now I have to give a fuck. All right, so just one. Like, and then you could do, I don't want to think about it. This is why. Okay, so back to Robert De Niro. Whoop, there we go. So Robert De Niro is doing a speech against Trump because, so what does, this is at his trial. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, we're still on the trial for the hush money stuff, right? So what does Robert De Niro know about, well, I suppose he probably does know a thing or two about paying ladies not to talk about sucking his dick. All right, buddy. Take it away, Bobby.
I mean, this is really, even these people over here are kind of, it's kind of crazy. It's really crazy, and this thing Donald Trump has created.
I will say this. It is kind of crazy, but it is also, they're not helping. Granted, they're not helping. But I think you should also kind of admit the whole using the federal government to aggressively pursue your political opponent is also just a tad skosh crazy outside the bounds of normal reality. All of these things could describe today. Johnny, watch those fur balls. Right? Fucking cats are trying to impregnate me with hair. Goddamn furry assholes. I love them. They're making me spittle. But yeah, could they? I brush them. I groom these furry little bastards, and it's everywhere. And now I'm over here. Look, I'm running out of lint rollers because we have rolled the lint of this microphone so much. Now that people are talking about it, I can't ignore it. I'm gonna take my camera off the screen for a second because this is the very defeated moment I'm about to have right here. So let's go to that and then let Robert De Niro again continue to talk. Yes, you have a point. The Trump people don't put the best foot forward, screaming things like "you're a fag," like all of that. But go.
Crazy, and this thing, Donald Trump has created this. He should be telling them not to do this, but he's just.
He's mostly not allowed to speak. He's mostly not allowed to speak. So he can't tell them not to do this because it gets him in trouble every time he talks about stuff. By the way, while we're on the subject, he never told them to do this.
So total, he wants to sow total chaos, which he's succeeding in some areas and places to do. Anyway, beside all that, this is my neighborhood, downtown New York City. I grew up here and feel at home in these streets. I feel comfortable. Thank you.
So that's it. That's literally it. I grew up here. I feel at home in these streets. Why is that all we have? Oh shit, that's right. I took my camera off while I fucking fought the endless battle of cat hair on my microphone. That's all we have. I thought he was sitting there talking about January 6th. The clip thing said he brought up January 6th. So, yeah, he's entitled Kind of Crazy, Really Crazy, this thing that Donald Trump has created. Yeah, we covered that. All right, so now we've got another clip here. Can't we just put these all in one, you guys? Why do you got to break them into 8 clips? We could just watch one. I need to start just I'm busy every morning. I've got 3 where I'm hanging out with a guy, and then the other fucking ones I gotta, see a doctor about one thing or another, because, all the shit's falling apart at the same time. All right, let's go, Robert. What do we got? I wanna hear about the threat, and again, you're from this neighborhood. This is a hush money trial. Go.
And elections, forget about it. That's over. That's done. If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave.
I heard that before. I heard it in 2016, and then I heard it in 2020. And then I heard it after January 6th, and you're saying it again now. You don't have a good track record on this one.
He will never leave. You know that. He will never leave. What does that mean? Is that the country we want to live in? Do we want him running this country and saying, I'm not leaving, I'm dictator for life? I hope this new ad campaign reaches outside the bubble to remind supporters of what a danger he is to our lives.
Did this motherfucker not see the last 3 years of what a danger he is to our lives? Look, I'm not saying the guy ain't self-serving or any of that shit, but so are all the other politicians. Again, I zero credibility. Yeah. You get more clicks with little clips. I suppose. That's right. Fair enough. What's your addy? We will buy you some. Buy me some what? He's an attention whore. Shortly after Biden won, he claimed we all need to move on and be friends. Now let's attack, Taurus is saying around. Well, to be fair, he's from this neighborhood. I guess that means something. For, again, a trial on a hush money trial.
This is not a threat. This is a reality.
Yeah. Biden using the federal government to aggressively pursue his opponents is a reality. I don't know what else. Again, this whole, Donald Trump won't leave. Who says he's going to be alive by the end of it? I'm really not worried about Donald Trump staying in office because, again, I don't think he will. solely because I've heard you guys scream this again 3 times now.
And that's why I've joined the Biden-Harris campaign, because the only way to preserve our freedoms and hold on to our humanity is to vote for Joe Biden for president.
The only way to preserve our freedoms, like the freedom to have our cities overrun with people coming through the border without even so much as a security check. Dude, I'm sorry. What freedoms did you not have under Trump that you got under Biden? What freedoms did you get under Biden? I don't know what the freedom to go back to work. Oh boy, I don't think Donald Trump is some great savior. He's not gonna save us. He's not gonna fix all of the he's not gonna right all the wrongs and undo. No. You know what I'm hoping for? I'm hoping for locking down the southern border, because I feel like, is that attainable? Can we do that much at least? He has never had his views challenged because he's an A-lister. Guy called out his bullshit, and instead of defending his stance, he just told him he was wrong. You guys did ask for somebody to swear to being a Biden voter. What's Robert's addy? Let's send him some Trump gear. Nah, I'm not about that. I don't need to do that. This guy's a dad, he's like a new father. He's got, a child to raise. Wow. I'll be honest. The idea of more than one kid to me is incredibly daunting, but to do it at his age, I'd be like, all right, so odds that I'm here when you hit puberty. Over or under? You know a bookie. What are the good...
President. Really? We don't have a choice. On January 6th, while Republican lawmakers despicably tried to keep the loser Trump,
Oh my fucking God. On January 6th, nothing actually happened. And again, I'm tired of us just ignoring the fact that the federal government had a really big hand in that. Donald Trump didn't organize anything. Ray Epps did. Take it up with him. Oh. Again, we're out of time, so I'm going to just flip back here. What does any of that have to do with a hush money case? It's so obvious at this point that we have to hate this guy, no matter what. No matter what anyone says, we have to hate him. Oh. That is sad. Nothing happened, really? Tell Ashley Babbitt that. No, Mikey. You misunderstand me. What I mean by nothing happened in terms of the government power changing. Nothing happened in terms of that. People were hurt. Cops lost their jobs. Some lost their lives. Ashley Babbitt died. A lot of people got hurt. People got imprisoned over being there. But in terms of overall, the entire structure of government, who holds sway, power, control, all of that shit, operations in the Congress stopped for a couple hours. That was about it. But you're right. I misspoke, and thank you for correcting me. But overall, the idea that anyone, they tried to keep a loser in office. Nobody tried to keep anyone in office. It, again, was this weird thing that happened that we keep blaming Donald Trump for. And overall, in terms of power, nothing actually happened. Nobody had more power than they should. Nobody held on to more power. And the idea that we can hold on to the government and somehow control the government without the support of the military, I don't know. I think if those idiots had found somebody that they were looking for, they would have done terrible things. That is a possibility. That is entirely a possibility. People ramped up, doing God knows. Fortunately, as far as I know, that didn't happen. But you know what? I can't speak for people. Who knows? That is entirely possible. But like I said, the whole Shut the horn up? Yeah, the horn is fucking annoying. Technically, JFK never left office. Yeah, he left his mortal coil. I mean, his mortal coil was buried as a president. Technically, he's still serving, just in a very, 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 very non-functional role. Alrighty, so, alrighty, let's, Van Drexel, are you going to vote for the guy who fucked the ugly prostitute consequently, or the guy who fucked his, oh, Jesus Christ, man, I just didn't, wow. I just don't need that one on the chat. I think we can do that out. Just buff. Yeah, his serving his ass up to swims. Spy Pigeon, how's your day going? Just got off work. My day's going pretty good. We've got a couple of things to talk about, namely Robert De Niro proving once again that we can't. Oh, and then he called us clowns too. Okay. We got one more clip. We're all clowns, guys. We're all clowns. Let's hear. What am I, a fucking clown? Am I someone voting for Trump here to amuse you?
This city is pretty accommodating. We make room for clowns. We have them all over the city. People who do crazy things in the street, we tolerate it. It's part.
Yeah, a lot of them are called illegal immigrants. Right now, they're barbecuing rodents, buddy. How do you feel? Oh, don't worry. You can afford private schools, but for people in your city that you so much love and understand and are from and the heartbeats for this city, a lot of them are like, homeschooling their kids or dealing with the fact that, again, completely unvetted illegal aliens have been, again, flooding into the city, using up resources, social service programs, school buildings for homeless encampments, just the average, clowns.
Part of the city, it's part of the culture, but not a person like Trump who will eventually run the country. That does not work, and we all know that. Anyway, we make...
All right, but you got to admit, when it comes to clowns, what's a better gag? President Floppy Hair or President Poopy Pants? Which is a better gag? Like, whoa, the hair's everywhere, or whoa, did he just drop a steamer?
room for clowns, to each his own. But no one takes him or took him really seriously. They take him seriously now, of course. But this city is pretty accommodating.
Again, why does any of this matter? Just, it's one A-lister movie guy's thoughts. Can we ask some just like random people, maybe some of them that were at the Bronx rally, how they feel? Like, I get it, this is how you feel, buddy, but no offense, you don't live in the same world that they do. I love this city. I'm from this city. I feel at home here. Yeah, but your home's a lot different than theirs. Let's be honest. Let's be clear. All right, so that's done. That's done. Was this? Yeah, this was also that. So let's get that out of there. I think that's all of it. So now we're done with that whole thing. So Robert De Niro, again, I don't think you're doing any favors for the old Biden campaign, buddy. Who wrote today's script? Mine or his? Whoever wrote mine used crayon. I would say it's me, but I don't like that color. De Niro and John Cusack both need to go. What did John Cusack do? I have not kept an eye on this. Ask a random person. 9 out of 10 are illegal. They won't understand English to know what's being asked. Optics definitely look worse for Dems after this. Yeah, it doesn't help. Again, closing arguments on a hush money trial, and we're still banging the gong that is January 6th. And like Mikey pointed out, with the exception of Ashley Babbitt and a couple of other people who had some very real consequences, and then people who were imprisoned for being there, nothing real. Like, we really, like, they stormed the halls of power. What did they do? Like, granted, yeah, like someone said, if they got their hands on people, then we'd have a problem. Weird how that part wasn't allowed. It's almost like it was set that way. Bobby doesn't have a personality or thought. He just reads scripts and pretends. Well, he gets paid damn good for it. I guess if you do something and you get paid well for it, fucking just love what you do, I guess. Dive all the way fucking in. We're going for another 3 hours. So that's just the first story that we were getting into. We still have a bunch of stuff from the first hour to do, including the thing at the end of the first hour's little docket here, which is these robot dogs that I am afraid of. I am scared of the robot dogs. Has been used to be a decent actor, says Angry Saxon. I forgive him for saying anything and serendipity. I also forgive Bobby for Godfather Part 2. Well, I mean, can you blame him for Godfather Part 2? I mean, he took a check, but how responsible was he really? He's just there. They would have still made it with him or without him. Jojo, yes! Yes, I can. Till my dying breath, I will hold that man accountable. All right. I mean, you know, like I said, to each his own. But, we got to reload this because I want to. Okay, so this video doesn't seem like it's the same one. I don't know if this is after this video or before it, but that's an interesting choice. So we'll talk about this. Pope Francis has his office has landed in has issued a statement on Tuesday responding to reports that the pontiff had used a homophobic slur for LGBTQ plus people in a closed-door meeting with bishops. Of course he did. No offense, you guys. You can't be surprised at that. All right? He's already letting you into the kingdom of heaven. He's going to call you a pillow-biting once in a while, okay? I mean, what do you want? He's letting you suck each other's dicks in the eyes of the Lord, but he's going to call you a mo. You can't. Pope is fake. I mean, I feel like at this point, this one's certainly very, very flexible, like in a weird moral way. Because at one end, he's like I said, he's throwing he's Joe Biden it. He's throwing the homophobic slurs out there. I can't stand these queens. But then on the other hand, he's like, but same-sex marriage. It's a new day, a new age, and love is love in the eyes of the Lord. So it's weird how he's going back and forth like a goddamn tennis ball. I wonder if this helps him or hurts him, though. Do you think more people come to or leave the church when it comes out, or, well, now that it's come out that he homophobically slurred? Let's see what all the slur is about. In the church, there is room for everyone. For everyone. Nobody is useless. Nobody is superfluous. There is room for everyone, just as we are, all of us, Pope Francis said in a statement. The Pope had never intended to offend or express himself in homophobic terms, and he apologized to those who felt offended by the use of a term reported by others. What is the term? On Monday, it was reported that Pope Francis had used a derogatory language in the Italian Bishops' Conference when asked if gay men should be allowed to train as priests if they remain celibate. The Pope reportedly said gay men should not be allowed to train as priests even if they pledge to remain celibate, and he used a homophobic slur. What was the slur? Like, no offense, I need more. The remarks were first reported in a fucking tabloid. Francis has been seen publicly respectful towards the LGBTQ plus people and recently said priests should be able to bless same-sex couples in some circumstances, though he stressed the blessings would be for individuals in the couples and not the couples themselves. Yeah, he's straddling this line of he wants them to keep showing up to church, but he also doesn't want to say that their lives aren't sinful because, again, it's kind of baked into the book. Alrighty, so yeah. I'm gonna wipe that off the screen. But yeah, I believe that is what was said. Landers De Niro's angry because he missed his nap and Murder, She Wrote, just to complain about Trump. Like I said, that man needs a nap. That's got to be weird when you got to put grandpa or when you got to put dad and baby down for a nap at the same time. It's got to be difficult. It's going to be really weird. Kid's going to be going out of diapers. Dad's going to be going in. Hey. All right, so let's see what Pope Francis said on this 1 minute soundbite that they had to attach to this video. I'm sure this isn't him being very, very nice to the LGBTQ community. Go ahead, buddy.
Last year, you decided to allow Catholic priests to bless same-sex couples. That's a big change. Why?
Again, he didn't allow them to bless the couples. He allowed them to bless the individuals. But again, he said, if you haven't heard, that if he didn't, there would be too much tree, and he couldn't have that.
No, what I allowed was not to bless the union. That cannot be done because that is not the sacrament. I cannot. The Lord made it that way. But to bless each person, yes.
Look, it's a really gray area where I'll bless them, but I won't bless the marriage because it's kind of spitting in the face of God. And if there's one thing Jesus hates, it's a snowball. So we can't do that. And that's a weird thing. He hates a snowball, but he wants you to be dressed like a fucking chess piece? I mean, I don't understand. I always feel like the Pope can move diagonally, can only move diagonally at all times. He can only just go this way or that. His guards can only move in L shapes because they look like they're riding horses. All right.
Blessing is for everyone. For everyone. To bless a homosexual type union, however, goes against the given right, against law of the church.
And if we did that, there would be too much of faggotry everywhere. Oh, that's not good. And so now he's apologizing for saying that. But again, did you guys... I'm sorry, LGBTQ people. Did you really think he was on your side just because he said you could be blessed? The Queen's move unlimited. And that's why he can't allow them in the church. Oh... Well, sparkle farts, says Toastmaster. Indeed. That is unfortunate, buddy. I'm sure everybody will complete. You can't believe him when he's like, I apologize for this. Do you apologize for it or do you apologize that it got out? I feel like you're just apologizing that it got out. That's all you're upset about. If it hadn't gotten out, we wouldn't be hearing about it. Oh, man. Jesus hates and Catholicism in general. Rusty Grammar. I don't know about like straight up hating. I don't know enough about Catholicism to say what it does or doesn't, or what Jesus does or doesn't do. Very loosely based, which is why I shouldn't give people religious advice. I try to avoid it. I only talk for myself. Amanda hug and kiss the Queen's. Yep, we already read that. He seemed. Yep. So we're caught up. So this next story that we have, again, going until 5:30 today. So we've got 2 hours and 45 minutes to do this. Apologizing because it got out. You're talking about the Pope or Aaron New Boot goofing? Kotad, both. I will say this for Aaron. When do we stop talking about it? It got out, man. Can we be done now? I miss John Paul II. Now there was a pope. I just missed the way he smelled. If there's one thing I really loved, it was John Paul potpourri. All right. Okay, so I'm sorry. That Kotad comment is fun. I miss Baldwin the Sixth. Was there a sixth? Canada has bombed the Baldwins. All right, so let's I'm not even a practicing Catholic. Yeah, dude, I hear you. I'm not even a practicing Jewish person. I just like blood libels. All right. All I can say about Aaron is wow. Dude, all I can say is people talk about me like I'm some sort of crazy, like, messed up person. Ooh, look at Johnny, he smokes weed. Like, yeah, apparently. The weirdest thing is to find out how remarkably timid I am. Like, oh, okay. I just make me stop my work to type in boo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alrighty, this story is one I'd like to file under. I don't know why. You know what? It's just a nice feel-good story. Let's just hear an uplifting story about what? How is this uplifting? Pregnant in a rural town. This is how this mom is getting vital medical care miles away from her doctor. Okay. I'm slightly concerned. What do you mean by high-risk pregnancy? I feel like high-risk pregnancy is a really, really polite term for plump ladies having kids when they don't lose weight. Like, no offense. It seems like that's the trend of a lot of high-risk pregnancies. Unless she's got, like, a medical condition or she's, like, anorexic or cancer-ridden or something, in which case I'm a huge piece of shit. Baldo the Sixth. No! No Baldo. You know, I'm glad I never asked what the Where's Baldo book was about. Aaron, where's Baldo? It's been here the whole time. No. And now for something totally different.
It's just nice being able to be in a small town with, all the family and friends that we grew up with. Getting to be outside and raising our kids out in the woods.
Okay.
Big Fork, Minnesota. Population around 400.
We are fortunate that we do have a local family medicine clinic, but yeah, we don't have anything for OB care, for sure.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Why? Every time I see, hear, read anything about high-risk pregnancies, it's never somebody who's strung out on something. It's always somebody. Couldn't you have just taken the loads on the biscuits and eaten them? I'm just saying, stressing out organs is one thing, but if you care about the life you're growing, you are doing it no service.
Ashley Jacobson is 37 weeks pregnant in Big Fork, which is an hour and 45-minute drive from her obstetrician.
In Big Fork, which is her first problem. The fork's too damn big, baby. That's your first problem. Smaller fork.
Gynecologist's office in Bemidji. That's not uncommon for women in northern Minnesota either. In the past 4 years, 4 labor and delivery units in the area have closed, leaving Sanford Bemidji Medical Center and its 4 OBGYNs to serve about 100,000 patients, according.
So, here's my question. are we going to talk about why those have closed? Because I feel like this story about how amazing it is that she's getting health care is oh so awesome. Yeah, but there's a whole lot of people who apparently need health care. What are we going to do? Bread back, big fork, because she certainly isn't a little spoon. Oh! 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 Oh, Mr. Q, Bemidji Hospital sucks. I have no idea. But I feel like this news story isn't giving us all the facts if we're going to be like, well, the only reason the reason she can't get quality health care is because 4 of these places have closed. Can we talk about why? Why did that happen?
To Sanford Health. How deep of an impact is it when one labor unit closes at a hospital, much less 4?
The community then doesn't have faith in the healthcare system. If you can't take care of this population, can you take care of the rest of us? How am I going to get to the hospital in time? What if I have an emergency? I had an experience where a patient came in who had delivered at home a couple weeks prior. It turns out she was very, very sick with preeclampsia. When I asked her what was her barrier for not coming in to get care, she said, well, my cell phone ran out of minutes and the people at my home were under the influence and I didn't feel safe driving and I couldn't call 911.
That's a horrible story. Lady, I don't know if you know this or not, but that person maybe, just maybe, shouldn't have a kid. They were under the influence and none of them could drive. So none of them could drive you. Your cell phone's out of minutes. Did their cell phones have minutes? Am I doing better than I thought? Because I thought like cell phones in minutes was a thing of the past. Like I thought we were kind of really, really done with the cell phones in the minutes. Just who still has minute plans? Is this from 1993? See, Amanda Hug and Kiss. I'm right there with you. Like, who the fuck has minute plans? Strippers got me banned. 911 doesn't use minutes. You know what? Actually, that's right. 911's an emergency service call. That doesn't require minutes. You can use 911 as an emergency service call. Brett Mac. Not really.
Over the course of 3 years, Dr. Ninus spent hours of her personal time applying for a federal grant. In 2021, Sanford Health of Northern Minnesota was awarded $3.67 million to create a rural care network. With that grant money, they assembled a team to help set up appointments, provide patient transportation, and facilitate check-ins on patients' home lives.
So now we've got the midwife van network. That's right. We'll throw a midwife in a van. We'll have her head your way. All righty. We'll have to give him a number. Can't be 711. Definitely not 411. 311. 311, you had fun. It's 9 months later. Now you're paying the bill. How can we help? Mo money, mo money, mo money. Right? That'll help. We'll just throw a lot of money at it. Mr. Q, I hadn't considered that. Mr. Q, what? These are just small animal vets, though. Not both. What? You mean we don't have at least a decent cow doctor to help some of these?
To assess what they needed outside of medical care. They also outfitted a network of doctor's offices that don't have an OBGYN with Wi-Fi and telemedicine equipment.
So that patient just needs to go down the street to her clinic. She can upload her diabetic monitor using the clinic Wi-Fi. We can see the numbers. We have a medical assistant who could maybe put her on a non-stress test and then interface with me or a specialist to talk about her care. That is delivering the care to women instead of expecting women to come to us for care.
They then expanded to getting patients their own equipment, including a blood pressure cuff and fetal heart rate monitor.
I'd like to point out, though, that this is starting to get like so backed up and stuff that we're vaguely getting in the lines of like the Canadian healthcare system without it being like, because again, people are throwing money at it. Telemedicine, that nice Indian. Thank you for calling. My name is Todd. What appears to be your symptoms?
So they could take appointments from home.
Good, how about you?
Good, we're having a
Good.
Are you checking your blood pressure?
Yeah, I can check that right now.
Jacobson's pregnancy is high risk. During her first pregnancy, she had preeclampsia, a life-threatening complication of pregnancy marked by elevated blood pressure. So she needed to be monitored closely this time around. In addition to her usual appointments in Bemidji, she...
Dude, no. Okay, look. I'm going to be a dick for a minute here. You had a difficult time the first time around. And you decided, why not go for a second? Brett Mack, be right back. I gotta do something about this boner.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Oh, come on.
Alrighty, let's go. Rex Dart, 18 months subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate that support. Little cowbell coming in for Rex Dart. Rex Dart parody account. Thank you so much, Rex Dart 79. Cowbell coming in. Heyo. Again, I'm sorry. You very much had a difficult pregnancy the first time around. You wanted to have a second pregnancy and at no point thought, look, if you had preeclampsia, then obviously your body was very, very stressed. You should do everything you can to reduce the stress on your body. And when it comes to reducing blood pressure, I'm not trying to be an asshole about this, but no offense, I'm still looking at the pause screen that I have up over here. You're not doing yourself any favors at all.
She had to see fetal medicine specialists in Fargo, North Dakota, a 4-hour drive. With the at-home test kit, Jacobson was able to start taking about half of her appointments from home.
Great.
The kit isn't covered by insurance or grant money, so it costs $125 for the patient. But Nina says for some patients, it's virtual care or no care at all. Since our visit to Big Fork, the 400-some population grew, adding one.
Oh,
On April 30th,
yay.
Dr. Linus delivered baby Eleanor with no complications.
Self-destruct in 3 minutes.
Thank you for the 100 bits. Again, I'm glad that the kid was born with no complications. I'm glad that the kid was born with no complications. I'm happy for you for that regard. But I guarantee you she's not gonna think about it at all. Don't think about it at all. Johnny, you can exhale. I find it difficult to exhale sometimes. What you think about $4 a pound? Sam B, this show is okay. I like this show. Me too. Thank you for that, Sam B. We have but Johnny, she loves the feeling of being topped off. Oh boy. We have 2 minutes left to kick off a hype train with another 100 bits or gifted subs or any of that. We'll be on to, we have $15 for tomorrow's goal to knock out tomorrow's show goal, and then we're $50 for the day after that. So there we go.
Here comes a train, a busy little
Here, I'll
train, rushing up the
clear this for that.
daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies.
I'd pay $3 shoes.
Aboard on the 809. Here comes the train, and here comes driver 10-2. Wah-hey! Here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the train to stay. Here comes the train!
Thank you, LabGlass. I appreciate that support. We're at 45% of the way through level 1 of a hype train. So if you want to support now, especially on Twitch, best time. We also have the pay links, so I'll get those for you in just a second here. This show is so fucking stupid. But I mean, seriously, sometimes that's what you need. Just something that's completely fucking stupid. And if you want to support this completely stupid program, here's some pay links to go to. No, I don't want that. We go there. The Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, those are the things with the stuff, and there you go, whippity-boo. 3.5 minutes left on the hype train with
Pride
that.
100.
Thank you for the Pride Flag 100. That's very, very appreciated. I'm glad that there's this small town solution. But like I said, we don't really, we don't get to hear about why the small towns need, like, why did these other places close? And the worst part is this poor lady and her poor condition. Her poor condition, which was brought on by, I don't need to work out. I don't need to change my habits. I really like cheese. That's great. That's great for you. But then live the life that entails. Don't have kids. Because you're not set up for it. Hey, if you can't find something to laugh about these days, things are bad enough that you're going to cry. And I already did that. I did my crying thing. I did my crying thing once on stream, and so I'll probably be good. I mean, I'd say for a couple more years, and so we'll worry about it then. So let's go ahead and, oh, Jesus. That was just a shocking picture to go to. I'm here because someone else did this to me, says Trucker 18-Wheeler. Well, then, by God, call the cops. We're just never going to get away from it. Someone else did this to me. That is, that's weird. I sent April a text message a little bit, like a week ago before all this stuff. I was just like, hey, man, hope you're doing well, all that, the other. Never got a response, wasn't looking to. Finishing off the Coca-Cola. That's how you know it's a bad day for me. I'm not getting boozy, but he's drinking soda. I'm turning into a fucking Mormon. I can't eat a cheese wheel for dinner. What's even the point of living in North Dakota? But she's in Minnesota. April was doing well. Apparently, she was doing good. I don't know. In a small town with 3... Wow, hobo chili recipe. Reminding me that sometimes you just can't read the Rumble chat out loud. But I love the Rumble chat. Thank you for being here. God has nothing to do with it. You're a fucking narcotics agent. Yeah, that's what I am. I'm a narc. And that's why I reported all of this when I found it out yesterday. Like, I just, every time a bombshell dropped, I literally was never there, and I was the last one to find out. So, yep, I'm the inside guy. All right, so we have 30 seconds left at level 1 of that hype train, 51%. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. We'll do a little controlled burn here in a second, and then JoJo, Fear and Loathing quote. Yeah, I was just playing with it. I'm sorry. I always knew Johnny was a pastor. Good God, no. Have you heard me? Can't stop here. This is bad country. Oh, God. What was the line about your grandmother climbing up your leg with a knife in her teeth? I can't remember what the fuck he was saying, but that line always stuck with me, just from a mental image. And there we go. The train ending at 51%. Thank you very much for all of that support. We appreciate it. Hopefully knock out tomorrow's goal and do a 3.5-hour show tomorrow, and then we'll see where we go from there. Alrighty. Aaron's food pyramid looks like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Why are we... There was no need for that. Now everybody's just going crazy in the chat. Aaron sailed the 7 seas of cheese. I mean, I didn't know there were 7 seas of cheese, but Aaron prefers... This is just getting excessive. You guys over there are having too much fun. Too much fun. Tell me about the fucking golf shoes. Tell me about the fucking golf shoes. I'm back. Are we still talking about the pool? The pool, like I said, is in a constant state of flux. Is there going to be more water in the pool? Are we going to fix the pool thing? I have no effing idea. I have no idea. Aaron's El Dorado is liquid cheese. You mean like his gold, like his road to El Dorado, like his golden road? 7 Seas of Cheese was a great. Is that Queen? The 7 Seas of Cheese? I don't. Speaking of seas, like actual waters, like seas, we have a short story about a Coast Guard catching a yacht that. Take my camera off here in case we need it because it's short. A Coast Guard catching a yacht or rescuing 2 people off of a yacht, and the reason that it started sinking for once was not whales.
Missed this shot. The Coast Guard and local fire crews rescuing 2 people from this sinking yacht 3 miles off the coast of St. Augustine Beach Saturday. Officials saying the 80-foot boat struck an unknown object while out on the water late that morning, which caused it to take in water nearby. Good Samaritans also helping getting the boaters to safety and coordinating the rescue teams.
Okay, no
to
video.
find the yacht. Well, authorities say the owner of the yacht plans to repair the damage. Officials say the incident is an example of why it's important to know exactly where your emergency safety equipment is on board.
What's
Ratana has some
no, I don't want this. What do you mean an unknown object? I thought we were in the title of the story you said they hit a pipe. And I was just like, okay, so there's just an underwater pipe. A black guy in water, fake news. Dude, the guy was he's a newscaster. He wasn't on the water. It's not like they all have a phobia. I mean, good God, Aaron should be banned from all watercraft. I don't think it was Aaron, J-Bra.
The power of cheese.
Jesus. Thank you, Lab Glass, for the sticker and the 100 bits. Where are we at with the sticker party? Sticker party is, just about 1,000 away, 1,190. So, yeah, if we get that going, cool. Everybody gets to have fun with stickers. Awesome. He sank a Carnival cruise. Dude, Aaron didn't sink a Carnival cruise. Has the man not dealt with enough? Is he not going through enough right now? I ask you. That's why I couldn't be harsh on the guy. What am I going to do? Am I going to judge somebody for being a piece of crap? I've got plenty of times where I've been a piece of crap. So what am I going to do? All right. We have a quick update on a story for those of you very worried about the war in Gaza. Now, Rafah's gotten attacked. I think we talk about that later. But we built, and by we I mean the American. Can you aim those? Is that what this is? Is that? The last boat Aaron was on was the Edmund Fitzgerald. Jesus, why are we being so mean to Aaron? What has he done? He didn't bang my wife. I don't have one. Ha. There's a war in Gaza. I mean, kind of. War, genocide. I don't know what you want to call it. People, I know, Brett Mac. I'm having fun. People having a bunch of people having a bunch of terse words on both sides. Well, we spent, and again. Mikey, it was a joke. What has he done? I mean, like, literally, like, since I last saw him. Like, since I last saw him, that missed your mouth. Ha ha, that's what she said. How does that work? I don't. Sometimes you just shouldn't talk. Okay, so we have a fun little thing with this this thing I keep trying to talk about. We spent, and by we I mean the American government, spent $320 million on a pier so we could give aid and support to the people.
See, the numbers all go to 11. It's one louder.
It's infecting the microphone. Play that dong, Johnny. No. All right. How many videos do we have about it? Looks like a few. Yeah, I don't. That's an ad. So let's go back. All right. So, like I said, we spent $320 million on building this pier. And I've got bad news, guys. The pier is collapsing. Our pier to give aid to the people in Palestine or Gaza, whatever you want to call it, the $320 million pier has detached from land and is collapsing.
חבר'ה, שימו לב, שימו לב. אנחנו פה על הים, תראו מה קורה. למזח של האמריקאים פשוט התנתק.
The American pier simply disconnected.
מוצף, עוד מעט המשאית נופלת למים, הכל פה הולך לטבוע.
Really flooded, soon the roof is falling into the water. So literally, Israel's making fun of the pier. DEI engineers. King Kong Dong, if that isn't a sign from God. I don't know if it's a sign from God or not. I do not consider myself worthy of saying what is or isn't a sign from God. I know I have my qualms with organized religion, but other than that, I believe you gotta find your spiritual inspiration and salvation where you can, and hopefully it helps you. I hope. Wow, hobo chili recipe, Jesus. And no, his gullet will take that down easy. The tears not from feelings. The tears are from accidentally inhaling my C4 drink. I love a mean chat, says Rusty Kramer. Oh. That's a good one. Alrighty. The pier said, fuck this shit, I'm out. Right, the pier's like, oh man, I heard you guys are getting attacked. I'm bailing. I don't want to be part of this at all. I'm fucking bailing. Oh, I have to do my controlled burn because this is still green. That's what that means. We'll do this really, really quick. And actually, fuck it. We'll wait 8 minutes and we'll do a 3:20 to keep up with people on the 4:20 thing for different time zones because I care and I love to share. So let's go ahead and close that. What else do we have? We have some more videos on this. U.S. Army landing craft, along with a piece of the floating Gaza pier, are currently stuck on an Israeli beach. All right, so at least this guy speaks English, because I don't mean to brag, but I don't speak other languages. I've dabbled with German. That's about it.
Behind me, you can see a piece of the American pier that was floating off the coast of Gaza. Now, overnight, the Americans were moving the two floating piers to the port of Ashdod in southern Israel when one of the pieces got detached from the line and floated ashore here in Ashdod. This U.S. Army vessel came to rescue that piece when it also got stuck. So right now, the Americans are working with their Israeli counterparts to try and free this equipment, take it to Ashdod, and then ultimately deploy the pier once again off the coast of Gaza.
We can't fucking do anything anymore. It's over. It's over.
Behind me, you can see a piece.
Pack it up. Pack it up. Turn off the lights. Shut it down. It's not going on anymore, man. We can't do it. We can't even float a pier anymore. Oh, come on, Prince of Peace. You couldn't get tired of little old me. Religion is whack. It's all about your relationship with the Savior. As the savior, I have to say, I'm sick of all your prayers. Leave me alone, J Bro. Oh, damn it. I'm loving the chat today. This is so great. I'm loving having just a nice mellow show. I love doing the mellow show thing and just having fun in the chat. Johnny's dabbled in German. Makes so much sense now. Yeah, I dabbled a little bit in German because they didn't teach Japanese in my high school. And if they did, I probably would have developed that fever just a touch sooner. What are you going to do? It was bound to happen. Like a cat with catnip. I'm genetically programmed just to be like, oh, hello. All right, so let's go ahead and drop this back. It tried to Biden itself. You mean take a shit? All right. Do we have the U.S. Army? Day 2 of the U.S. Army landing craft on the beach. Oh, God, 2 days? It's been stranded for... An update. I'd like to give you... I'd like to give you how all of us feel about America's capabilities right now. Biden itself, holy shit. Yeah, dude. King Kong Dong has a nice one there. But again, guys, the tugboat is stranded on the beach. The pier is stranded on the beach. We've got a problem. You know what we need? We need America to come in here and solve this thing. How's that going? How is that going? Doesn't look good.
The second day that the U.S. landing craft is now stuck on Ashto Beach. They've finally been able to get a rope out to the Matamoros. And they've got these 2 smaller vessels here. And in theory, this can be pulled off at high tide. I think high tide may have come and gone, so maybe that means tonight we'll see.
In theory, this can be pulled off during high tide, Lucky Boat. And high tide may have come and gone. So wait a minute, we had a window and it's closed now? Day 2, and the monkey is balls deep into the football with no signs of stopping. I don't know if he's plateaued or ejaculated, but that little banana eater is pummeling that football for all his hairy balls are worth.
There's still some work to be done. Apparently, the landing craft, was supposed to be able to land normally here, but it's not supposed to be used to salvage things, and it was mistakenly done that.
Turns out we don't really use this boat for this purpose most of the time. And we kind of did. Oops. Let's fill some holes, right? Another $1 billion ought to do it, right? We only spent $320 million in the effort to put all this in there. So why don't we sink in just a couple more million and just fucking even it all out? Pier 1 Imports is pissed. Well, they tried to import a pier. Pier couldn't be imported. Alrighty. So, dude, take Lizzo and stocking. I don't. Dude, dud it take Liz. I don't know. All right. Hey, John. Instructions unclear. Dick stuck in cocaine. Please advise.
An update.
Well, please advise. I guess if what you're saying is true, Mikey, the best advice I can give you is do not come. But I know you're probably feeling like,
oh, I'm gonna come.
So you do you. Johnny, if you have Nick's contact info, I'm looking for. No, I don't, Jay Bro. Like I said, me and Nick never really never really spoke. I think I texted him once, asking him about a movie, and he never answered. So, sorry, Crutches, my fat thumbs. Dude, your fat thumbs, my dead hand. What are we going to do? Gray Duckling, no super chats. We're 22 people away from being able to take super chats on YouTube. 22. So 22 more people, and then we can do super chats. And all the world will be my oyster. And we'll just fucking do shows till 5:30 all the time and not worry about stuff. Subscribe to this man, says Jay Brawl. Yeah, if you want to help out, subscribe to the program. It's about to be 420 in your neck of the woods. I'm like the Al Roker of weed. So let's hear what's smoking in your neck of the woods. I don't know about the chance of precipitation, but there is definitely a fog rolling in. Just fucks up the green screen. New here, just subbed, 21 left. Thank you so much, Brett Mack. We get that. We'll do that. We'll keep doing. I'm going to have to figure out some sort of stupid thing to do to celebrate it. I don't know what I don't know what I can do. You know what I can do? I'll do a really long stream with some whiskey and some powdered donuts and have myself a good old time. You guys smoke. I'll fap. See, everyone wins. The point is, you gotta indulge in what you do. LOL green screen. What green screen, Johnny? That place is real, dude. There is times where it does feel real because the tree back here moves, and so I can kind of like. Can reach it and be like, oh, I'm petting the tree. But yeah, no, it's if only this is where I lived. You know what? You're right. It's too real looking. We need this is the one I'm gonna do. This is what I should do for Aaron tomorrow. Just have this on. Like, hey buddy, let's talk. Oh. Ah. King Kong Dong found you, boo. Thank you, buddy. Riding Dirty Llama, CBD, CBG time. Thank you, Hemponics. Yeah, I've got to get a new vape pen. I think mine's out, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure mine's out because I was trying to use it before the show this morning, and that's why I ended up smoking a lot of weed. Nope, I stand corrected. But that baby is so low. Oof. Damn near out. Much love, Bucket Kitten. I don't know what Bucket Kitten is, but thank you. Let's put that back up there because that background weirds me out. I don't even know why I bought it. All right, so the boat don't float and the pier ain't here, so hooray. We can't help. But let's check up. Oh, we already did that one. Oh, good. We're on to the last one that I wanted to do for the first hour, and that's a stupid commercial. So we'll get that over first. Use Rekeda's studio. I've never been to Rekeda's house or studio, so I know not where any of that is or what's going on. Come on, stupid ad. I hate these goddamn things because I have to unmute it right when it comes to an end so I don't have to eat a dick on the story.
China's military just showcased a robot.
All right. So, let's there we go. I think King Kong Dong, I think that's a blessing. Well, like I told, and I really don't care to keep going in on this, but like I told Aaron this morning, I kind of like, I don't know, I get weird vibes about people all the time. Like, and I don't take it personal. I usually assume it's a me thing. I assume people get weird vibes about me because I'm a weird dude. But Something about just the karaoke night where I was like, oh, okay, it's a little weird. He was a little extra friendly, and I was like, okay, whatever. Just too many parallels to different things, different parts of their story, to just horrible things in my life that I don't want to talk about. So I just didn't really want to. Didn't want to criticize anybody or judge anybody, and I didn't want my own shit to slip out. So I just kind of did what I could. Aaron doesn't give you weird vibes. Van Drexel, Aaron gives me weird vibes all the time. But again, if I didn't interact with every person who gave me weird vibes, it would be a very, very long, very hard process to do anything. I get weird vibes from a couple of different people all the time. Sometimes I'm just son of a bitch. What do you mean, son of a bitch? Johnny, you can't talk to Aaron and have him hear you unless it's part of a super chat. I don't know, man. Like, addict? He certainly made horrible decisions at times of influence, but I don't know. You know what? I'm not anyone who should judge, is what it is. I'm not anyone who should judge. I have had my own fair share of shit, so everyone gives me weird vibes, weirdies everywhere, says Bobby Bologna. See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Where's the button I'm looking for? There we go. All right, so yes, an update on the military dog saga. So America has the flame-throwing robot dog for fighting wasps that you can own for like $9,000. China's got and this is what they're sharing, mind you. China's got AK-47 dog.
Robotic dog outfitted with an automatic rifle. You heard that right. They say the remote-controlled weapon is not only able to fight alongside soldiers in urban combat operations, but maybe could replace them. CNN's Mike Valerio has the latest.
Well, John, during recent military drills with Cambodia, China's military showed off a robot dog with an automatic rifle on its back. And, well, this is what happens. It's a 2-minute video made during the China-Cambodia military.
That almost looked like a bullpup configuration. Ironic. Can we call it a pit bull? Worldwide. Like, what do we call this dog? So this is how we fight them, because they're weaponizing their robot dogs. We have to weaponize our actual dogs. We've got a surplus of pit bulls in this country worldwide, and we can do that. We can arm the pit bulls worldwide, and then just again take the whole thing worldwide.
Military training exercise known as Golden Dragon 2024. In one drill, the rifle-firing robot is leading an infantry unit into a training building, and a soldier says in this video released by state broadcaster CCTV, quote, "It can serve as a new member in our urban combat operations, replacing our human members to conduct reconnaissance and identify the enemy and strike the target." Now, a CCTV video from last year also highlighted China's rifle-armed electronic canines in a joint exercise with the Chinese, Cambodian, Lao, Malaysian, Thai, and Vietnamese militaries. The dogs have been popping up on China's heavily regulated social media, and this is the latest instance of that happening.
Why are you smiling? You should not be happy about that. Trains, yes, they exist. Planes and automobiles are things too. So screw your ad. I don't want to talk to you about it. Again, we shouldn't be, this is just the latest instance of robot dogs. It's a rifle delivery system. Avoid the muzzle, and you get a free rifle. How well can the dog move, though? That's my question. See, like, the problem is I know how to combat a regular dog. I can throw, like, a steak or something. What do you throw at a robot dog to distract him? Here's an electrical outlet. Puppy want a D-cell? Like, what are you going to do? I have sweet dogs because if you break in, I don't want my dogs involved. You can deal with me and my arsenal. Yeah, I just want a cannon, you know, just a good old cannon loaded with grape shot, and I'll just Swiss cheese at everybody that tries to come in. That's what we'll do. What NFA tax stamp do I need to be able to buy this? See, that's China. That's China. Like, we have, what is the, where's Flamethrower Dog? We can look up Flamethrower Dog. The one that you can buy in America is Flamethrower Dog. Flamethrower Dog. Not Dig. Dog. Stupid retarded hand. Flamethrower Robot Dog. So remember, they're armed with AK-47s. We can set the forest on fire. Oh, Jesus. I have a Shepweller highly trained by Mrs. Rusty who trains canines. She tolerates kids, our ducks, basically everyone. She won't attack unless commanded. Needless to say, she's never bitten anyone. You do not need an FFL or a flamethrower dog. Again, compared to Chinese Robohound, this feels lame.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Again, you're in a forest full of leaves and you're setting fires. This is cool. We put so much more work into ours. There's like a sound beat. There's like a beat to it, and oh Jesus. We have ducks ourselves. They are fun. Man-made horrors. Yeah, I'm sure those robot dogs won't burn down forests at the behest of the AI when it achieves sentience. I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be fine. They eat every bug out of the... What, the ducks? Well, damn. One Peking and one Indian rogue. Or is one of them going to be like, what is it? Is one of them going to be dipped in... I don't know. I was going to make an orange duck. Like, I don't know. I don't know enough about making duck dishes. All right, so that's our first hour story. Holy shit, we have 2 hours left. I have more than enough content to fill all of that time. Strap a 9 to an RC truck, and it's the same thing. But is the RC truck going to be able to shoot the 9mm? I don't know. Is the recoil on the 9 gonna be a problem for the RC truck? I don't know. All right, let's load our second hour stories. I'm gonna mute the audio for just a second while we grab our second hour stories. Again, we're going till 5:30 today, and I'll check the phone for the PayPal stuff and everything in a minute. But everything we get goes towards tomorrow's goal, which is at $15. The hype train we had earlier. We'll check on that after the show's over, and it'll all roll into there and hopefully knock out another day on the program. For our second hour stories, we're going to be talking about a couple of people making weird turnarounds. CNN is like kind of changing their tune on electric vehicles. And I don't know if we have the Colbert thing, but I also saw that was one too. Colbert looks like he's kind of attacking Biden in one of his monologue segments recently. And that seems weird. Because I thought old Steven was carrying fucking buckets of water for the administration, and now it seems weird to be, like, you know, making jokes about the administration and their attempts to run for election. And, again, I know it's a laugh track thing, and the audience is told to laugh and applause at times, but it's just weird, and now we're throwing it at Biden. Okay. Strange. Johnny, cool cup. Did it come with a free pelvic exam or a bedazzled purse? Actually, Fallen the Great, this was made by Master Meatball. I think Master Meatball made this. and I've had it for a while. I just kind of grabbed it out of the cupboard today and decided, fuck, we'll use it because I was drinking soda, and I didn't want to just drink it from the bottle because I thought I'd chug it all, and turns out pouring it into a cup didn't really do anything for me. I still drank it all. Still drank it all. It's a badass cup for a princess. Goddamn right. And it does match my purse, if I'm honest. I got like a skull and crossbones kind of morbid theme thing. I'm sorry. All right, let's do this. All right, so the electric vehicle, the Ohio billionaire, Chelsea Handler. That's what we're talking about there. And then what was... Oh, that's right. We have a lot of libertarians in the chat, right? Because I got a question about the libertarian presidential candidate. Did you guys sign off on this? Was there a vote? And then Manhunt. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about a guy who burned out on a LGBT memorial. And then the escaped monkey in South Carolina. Thank you for the info, Hitler Diff, says SH. What info? What did we do? What did I do? What did Hitler Diff do? Stupid little dogs. Hitler Diff. Colbert would attack him sexually. Oh. King Kong Dong 42. Johnny's cup works better than a wiener pump. Again, it was a gift from Master Meatball, who has repeatedly come on the show and asked about the cup, so I just thought I'd use it today on the off chance that he was in here, and you'd see that the cup is still here. I still have the cup. It's a good cup. It's a good cup. I mean, the skull thing looks... It's very, very nerdy, but I'm a fucking nerd. Deal with it. I'm a goddamn nerd. I play a fucking elf in a video game for fun. Spoiler alert, I'm almost a mo. Almost. Hold your fucking dicks. All right, let's go ahead and get to this one. No, let me rewind. Nope. Let's try doing it that way. There we go. If you just want to keep the bugs down, you can get... All right. An elf, says Bobby Bologna. Yeah, blood elf. It's he's a blood elf. Blood elf paladin. I am a blood elf paladin. I always remember those stupid World of Warcraft commercials from like fucking 10 years ago or whatever, 15 years ago when it was big, probably 15. And it's just like, I'm so and so, and then they'd say what they were in World of Warcraft. And yeah, 481 subs now, sir. Thank you, Saint Caesar. That means we are 19 away. It is ball-ticklingly close to taking You Get No Zug Zug from me. Thank you, Bobby Bologna. Zug Zug. All right, let's go ahead and go with this video. Should you buy an electric vehicle or a hybrid? CNN, you guys have been pushing this electric vehicle thing pretty heavy. Now you're stepping it back like, well, maybe just get a hybrid. Jay Bra, if you have Discord, you can DM there so we don't ass up Johnny's chat. Yeah, fucking, I don't know. I am a level 49 tard straight bus. I'm a max level tard. I don't mean to brag, but I go into dungeons as a tard. I go into groups as a tard. I PvP as a tard, and I pretty much just hang out in the whole game as a tard. But like I said, I don't mean to brag. I'm top tard on my server. You know, like nobody tards like I do. Let's go ahead and let's watch. Plus 10 autism, minus 10 charisma. Oh, there's a stat for you. Jay brought Johnny's chat is ass, but I'm an ass man, so here yeah, the point is we're all happy. The point is we're happy. We're all happy. And that's what you got to do. Find joy in life. Find joy. And find people eating dicks, which we're about to. Find
If you're
people,
a car
not
shopper
eat dicks.
who's concerned about the future of our planet, but also just needs a good car, what's the best way to go? Should you buy a fully electric car, or should you just get a hybrid that still burns gasoline, just lots less of it?
Again, I mean, I realize why it's not the idea you want to consider it all, really, but you do realize there is an option to not have an electric car and just have a gasoline car, or hear me out on this, don't own a car. You know you can rent a car. Find joy, that bitch owes me money. Goddamn Loch Ness Monster owes me tree fitting. All right, let's go. Electric vehicle versus hybrid. Propane car or coal-powered. Yeah, dude, let's get a Flintstones mobile. Just cut some holes in the bottom of that bitch and yabba-dabba-do your way everywhere you got to go. You know what I mean?
Road transportation accounts for about a quarter of global carbon emissions. In the long run, electric cars will be the best solution for the planet. Cleaner electricity generation with less reliance on coal will help, and that's happening.
Is it, though? And by the way, you want to talk about 25%. Can we talk about, like, what is it, like 25 or 50% from airlines and jets? And so, oh, boy. Aaron would love one of those dogs as long as it sprayed anal lube instead of flames. Oh, I don't think Aaron already has one dog. He has Gordy. He doesn't need anything else. He has Gordy. He doesn't need another pet. That's just it's just a coping mechanism. Taking on other pets, other things to love. It's what some would call a form of sin eating, absolving yourself of guilt by going, I've done great here. It's what I consider any lady that puts the moves on me. Just someone like, all right, I fucked up in my life, and I'm going to try and wash some of it off by blowing this cripple. And look, I'll blow a load as much as the next guy, but I don't know if it's going to help. I mean, it'll help me. You, though. What are you going to do?
If slowly. In the U.S., an EV is the cleaner choice pretty much everywhere, but only marginally in states that still rely on coal for electricity. Another important factor in the transition to electric cars, cleaning up the mining and manufacturing processes.
All right, I got to know. Dude, can you stop chewing on the gumballs in the middle of this story? Another process on the electric cars. Like, you're speaking very, very clearly, and then all of a sudden, it's like somebody put marbles in your mouth. What's going on, man? What's going on? This is why I think people should talk with their faces on the camera so you can see what they're saying and judge them for it adequately. Because, again, it sounds like every couple of minutes you're gargling something. It's jizz.
For those EV batteries. And that's happening
Last time
too.
I checked, we don't
While
have a
somewhat
whole lot
more
of songs
carbon
that
is
feature
emitted
the
in their
cowbell.
manufacturing.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Johnny Chimpo subscribing at 33 months while I fiendishly look for my cowbell. Let's go ahead and throw the old cowbell for our friend Johnny Chimpo. 33 months, man. That is fucking awesome, dude. Thank you so much, Johnny Chimpo. 33 months for Johnny Chimpo. Cowbell coming in. Hey-o. I can't help but imagine everyone that fights for EVs has a dick in their mouth, so it's par for the course, this Angry Saxon. I mean, kind of. And let's talk about those batteries while we have this paused for a moment, because I had to thank Johnny Chimpo. Those batteries you're talking about, they have a few downsides, if we're honest. The whole suddenly exploding thing, needing to be put in like a fucking, like a ton of sand to be smothered out, not good. Not good. Oh, man. But okay, EVs, or again, we're rolling it back. I thought we all had to go electric, and now it's, well, should you go with an electric or an EV? You know what it is? They're rolling it back just a little bit because if Donald Trump gets in office, he's not going to push the electric car agenda that Biden is. So they're just like, all right, so we got to just curtail this back just a little bit, temper expectations.
Over its entire lifetime, an EV will emit 40% less carbon than a gasoline-burning car. Electric cars provide a lot of what most people really like in a car.
A giant flaming inferno that refuses to stop burning.
Comfortable, super quiet, and one other thing. Electricity costs a lot less than gas.
Electricity costs a lot less than gas, but do you have 3 hours to fill your car? Again, I don't know if you know this or not. Electricity costs less than gas, but the power grid can't handle all the cars. The parking ramps can't handle all the cars. The guardrails can't really handle the EV cars. These giant, heavy pieces of shit are maybe a little better for the environment in some ways, but ultimately, we're not ready for them yet.
In recent years, momentum's really been behind electric cars, a small but rapidly growing part of the new car market. Well, until about the last year or so. A lot of people just aren't ready to make the leap to driving on pure electricity.
Because a lot of times these cars have severe problems, like trouble charging in the cold. Your cars can get Wi-Fi hacked by other people. We have to worry about whether or not the automotive company that sold you your car lets you have control of it the whole time. That's one thing I really don't like about these fucking electric cars. But all right, people have slowed down on that. Maybe because these electric cars are also really expensive. And Toastmaster says, and the biggest problem, government hasn't figured out how to tax them for road usage yet. Yeah, as we kick more and more people off of gasoline to go electric, we're going to have less funding for the bridges and roads. But my biggest concern is, again, these batteries don't go out.
Not everyone can have an EV charger at home, and public chargers can be hard to find in some places, and frankly, they're still not as reliable as gas pumps. Concerns about electric car charging infrastructure have started to worry people, and that's meant that hybrid sales have started going up faster now. In most hybrids, the electric motor and battery are basically used to help the gas engine work more efficiently. The difference is real, though. A hybrid can use more than a third less gasoline than a regular car. That's a meaningful reduction in greenhouse gases. But it's not zero tailpipe emissions.
But how much? But again, how much greenhouse gas do we need to reduce before we've even affected one Lizzo fart? You know what I mean? Like, now I'm doing it. Now I'm piling on the Lizzo train. But I mean, at this point, it's a mountain. We're all on it. Its name is Lizzo. I'm a dick. Well, no shit. If you're in the city, you have a lot of traffic, and it goes into battery mode for idling. Duh, dipshit. Yeah. The hybrid is great in the city, and when you're in not city settings, it's better for the gas engine. Hooray. But like I said, I really do need to make that "but like I said" shirt, because I keep doing that. I keep saying it. Someone pointed out a couple weeks ago, and now I've noticed I say that all the time. Damn it, I got a verbal tick. So it's stupid, you guys. The cars are dumb.
That's ultimately the goal, removing cars as a factor in global warming. But if you're just not ready to make that leap, hybrids can at least move us all down that road.
Again, if we make that leap, who does anything about like China and India and all those third world countries that are like polluting greenhouse gases and just everything under the sun more than, all the other nations combined? Oh. Aaron's hybrid gay. Or straight if you're an ass half empty kind of person. I hear Lizzo has to have her private jet docked. And mid-flight to be able to refuel. Oh, Fallen. Now I'm regretting the Lizzo thing. Everybody's piling on. I mean, she's a big celebrity. She can take it. I'm not helping, am I? Nope. Not even a little. All right, so electric cars. We got to go back to hybrids now. Q 6 months from now. And it turns out maybe we should go back to gasoline-powered vehicles. Actually, I'll say this for the Biden administration. They're doing more to deplete the emergency surplus, not surplus, the emergency fuel reserves. There we go. The emergency fuel reserves. Biden's doing more to depreciate the emergency fuel reserves than anybody else has. So, I mean, we'll all have to go to electric cars soon because we'll literally be out of gas. Cuckmobile. Oh. The charging stations thing. Can somebody... I don't have one of these stupid cars. I thought they take forever to charge. Don't they still take forever to charge? Like you have to plug it in for like an hour? I could be wrong, but I don't know. This cap is busted. I love this one, but it's so shitty that this thing is broken. Fuck. Aaron would love one of those. Oh, yeah, we already did that. The plane got off the ground with... why are we doing that? Nick Rekieta's emotional support Baldo. There's a new name. All right. So, yes, it depends on the voltage and overall electrical power quality. So, yeah, I feel like those things are just super shitty. I wouldn't ever want to have to roll up and plug in to charge my car. It just is going to take too long. All right, is there a video of this? I wanted to go to a video of it. We don't have a video of it, so I think I'm going to move on. Another billionaire wants to explore the ocean blue with a sub, and to explore the Titanic and to prove that the industry is safer after last year's disaster. Hey, man, but at least if you go down to the Titanic in your sub and you die, you won't be around for us to say, "Ha, I told you so." So good for you for that, buddy. Good for you. Toastmaster, why not? What's the worst that could happen? Right? What's the worst that could happen? The Titan sub suffered a catastrophic implosion while visiting the Titanic. Yeah, we already covered that story a while ago, so that's not the one I was looking for. Real estate investor Larry Connor of Dayton, Ohio, said that he and Triton Submarines co-founder Patrick Leahy will plunge more than 12,400 feet, or 2.3 miles, to the shipwreck site in a two-person submersible. I want to show people worldwide that while the ocean is extremely powerful, it can be wonderful and enjoyable and really kind of life-changing if you go about it the right way, Connor told the Wall Street Journal. So you're just saying that it's because that guy was, like, cutting corners or what? Leahy has designed a $20 million vessel dubbed the Triton 4000/2 Abyssal Explorer, which Connor said can carry out the voyage repeatedly. Patrick has been thinking about and designing this for over a decade, but we didn't have the materials and technology. You couldn't have built this sub 5 years ago. That makes it so trustworthy now. That's a scary face, and I don't want to. All right. Is Randy with them? Pro tip, stay out of the water. Yeah, I'm not. No offense, buddy. I ain't getting in your sub. I ain't getting in your sub. It was a Mad Catz controller. That's right. Was it an actual Mad Catz controller? I remember it was like a PS2 or PS3 styled controller, but was it actually Mad Catz? That would be bad. Oh, boy. I don't remember. Speaking of not remembering, do you guys know that Chelsea Handler is still a thing? So, Chelsea Handler, if you're not aware, is a comedian, sort of, I guess. Was married to Joe Coy for a while. And very proud to be a childless, like, and single at her age. Like, I mean, okay, cool, good for you. Well, remember when that kicker gave a speech that everybody knee-jerk reacted to, like, little lines of it, but it ultimately boiled down to a lot of women really want to be moms and have families, and the world lied to you if you think you can do both? Well, she reacted to it like a lot of women did. Oh my God, it's the worst thing ever. So let's watch her talk about it, because she had to. Oh.
There's a man by the name of Harrison Butt.
Oh boy. By the way, Chelsea, if you're gonna do this, can we start out with you maybe I'm just maybe think about angles.
As you may have heard, there's a man by the name of Harrison Butker who's talking more than I typically like for a male. He's a kicker.
Remember, when she says it, it's cute and it's funny. If other people, especially guys, say it, how dare you?
For the Kansas City Chiefs, and I learned that kickers rarely get tackled. So based on his misogynistic rant during a recent commencement address, I'm guessing this Bible thumper thumped himself a little too hard with his Bible and gave himself CTE.
Aren't you supposed to be a comedian? Because again, misogynistic rant, it actually wasn't that, but okay, let's forego that for a second. He thumped himself too hard with his Bible and gave himself CTE. Woo.
Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. And embrace.
Right, let's do this again. The part that I really love. People that use the copy pasta version of this and ignore the whole message. You're using the 2-second clip and you're judging his whole thing for that. Again, and this is the worst part. He came from a place of religious basis, absolutely. But he actually said something that if you took 2 minutes, Chelsea, to think about it, it is actually very, very true. Because Chelsea, what he's saying is that women have been raised with this idea that they can do it all, be a mom, be a full-time successful woman, and have it all. But it's literally not something you can do. You can't divert yourself that much. And some women will go for a career because society tells them to. But ultimately, the thing they want to do is have kids and be a mom. And all he was saying, again, is society lied to you.
One of the most important titles of all, homemaker.
First of all, Harrison, you're a kicker, so you have one important part of your body, and it's not your fucking brain.
I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabel, would be the first to say that her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother. Isabel's dream.
So, Chelsea, if he only has one body part and that he's used for, and it isn't his brain, I got to know, what body part are you used for? Because I don't want to F you.
Dream of having a career might not have come true, but if you asked her today if she has any regrets on her decision, she would laugh out loud without hesitation and say, heck no.
Isabel, please blink twice if you need us to call for help.
I don't know if someone who's coming to us in a white t-shirt with some serious crow's feet and what looks like very strung out hair should be talking about people that need help. Again, you're someone who's so proud to be single and not have kids and not have a life and everything that ties you down. You don't seem to get this yet, Chelsea. You're the outlier. You are the rarity. You're the Bill Maher. You're the whatever. You're the person who goes, you know what? I don't want any of that shit. I have bad news for you. Everybody else pretty much does. And I say pretty much. I didn't want to have kids, but I'm absolutely fine with it. I will try to raise my daughter to the best of my ability. You, again, don't want to have kids. And for someone that's critiquing a kicker's brain, you certainly can't get out of your own way long enough to actually listen to what he said. And again, women have a tendency to want to have children. A lot of them do. And that's all he's saying. You can't have both. But hey, at least you're proving him wrong by being oh, wait. You focused on a career and you don't have any fucking kids. You're literally living exactly what he said. And anyone that wants to have kids can't do both. Blink twice if you're on something right now. I'm starting to suspect people.
But the real kicker is that Harrison Butker's mother is a renowned physicist who has a degree in chemistry and a master's in medical physics. So, who paid for all those youth athletic team fees and uniform fees and equipment fees when Harrison was a kid so he could grow up to have a career making millions of dollars for fucking kicking things?
His dad. I mean, sure, his mom might have too. But you know what? Let his mom say she's embarrassed for him. I love how you're taking out your anger on him on behalf of his mother. What does his mother have to say about what he said? If she's condoning him or condemning him, then you're allowed to. I'm really, really sick of people that are getting up on behalf of, and this person did this and this person did that. Yes, because in your 2-second clip that you showed, I'm sure you did a whole lot of research into who she is and how much she devoted to him for fucking kicking things. Well, hey, at least if your career is anything to understand, we know that you didn't need anyone's help because you got yourself everywhere by aborting things.
My guess is a working woman. Harrison, this is the first time I've heard about you, and hopefully the last. And after this, I'm going to go ahead and do what your fellow teammate does and just pretend like you don't exist.
I don't talk to Harrison all year long, man. I just let him do his thing.
I'm going to do like your teammate does and pretend you don't exist. Okay, Chelsea, can we do the same thing with you? And it would be a lot easier if you'd stop getting on the internet. Like, no offense, Chelsea. Stop sharing your thoughts. We don't want to know. I really, really don't like someone who, again, you don't have any kids. You are a proud vacuum them out as fast as they can dump the jizz in kind of lady. And that's you that's proud of that, Chelsea. That's you that's proud of, again, abort them as soon as they get in. Now, if you want to critique his opinion, absolutely. But you do realize you know nothing about being a mom. Absolutely nothing. You've done none of it. Idiots like her don't understand the idea of personal sacrifice. Of course they don't. Her idea of personal sacrifice is I had to give up my afternoon to, undergo a procedure. I don't like this relationship, so I'm going to end it and walk away, and I don't want to have to worry about anything other than who gets the dog. Like, it's just, again, you can critique what he said all day long, but if you're going to critique what he said, I'd really like you to do the whole part. Nobody ever critiques or says no credit at all given to the fact that he's saying you can't do both. That's all he's saying. And yeah, it comes from a very orthodox, religious-based point of view. But then misrepresenting it like she does, that's classic Chelsea. All right, this means we should have forgotten her, Bobby. All right, well, let's move on from that. again, Chelsea Handler posted this. What was it? The 21st? Oh, Jesus. Why am I only finding out about this now? Chelsea Handler posted this on the 21st because, again, it had absolutely nothing to do with her. Absolutely nothing to do with her. Because, again, she's a professional woman who proving him right forewent children and all that stuff because she wanted to do her all the time, every time. Oh, boy. What do you want more, kids or to put in more unpaid overtime in the hopes of getting a promotion? Says SH. And like I said, I did it again. Fuck me. He did come from a religiously based, like, place. But if you actually read, pay attention to, and this is the part that I wish we could do as a society again, if you actually pay attention to the context of the whole thing and not just the parts that piss you off, you'd see that what he's really saying is we have a fallacy in this country that you can do it all, that you can do both. And anyone that believes that you can do it all, that you can do both, I ask you to prove it. Because I don't believe you can. I don't believe you can be a happy, fulfilled mother if you're never around your child and you're working all the time. I know it's certainly hard for me to do it with one. I'm working all the time. Her mom is working on and off all the time. And we spend as much time as we can with the kid. But, man, you can't fucking... If we could have more time for that kind of stuff, it'd be great. But no. Thankfully, she's in school and shit. But, yeah. Anyways. So, yeah, fuck Chelsea Handler. That pissed me off a lot more than I wanted it to. Because I don't give a shit about Butker's religious bullshit. But I hate that nobody's giving him the credit for, hey, he's saying something that we really need to be telling society. You really can't make it work with both. Just like Democrats, those independent women believe the lie. And the worst part is it's very easy to find. It took no work for me to find the whole speech. Fanatical Bucks fan. Like I said, whoever said that the other day, I need to make Like I Said shirts. Like I said, fuck Chelsea. I'm just going to make Like I Said shirts and hats. That's what we're going to do. King Kong Dong saying, I tried to let my wife be a stay-at-home mom. I worked 3 jobs and never saw my kids, so we changed it up. We have help from her grandmother to help watch her. And again, we split our time to take care of her. But it's overall, it's just something where if the world could be ideal, mom could take care of the kid all the time. And mom would love that. But that's not the world we live in. And it's really effed up. And I do believe, like, fucking, I believe in Butker. I believe what Butker said. I believe, society has been selling a lie to women for a while that you can be a super successful mom with a career and everything else. And you can do it. It's a lot of work and you can do it. And if you have a partner helping you, it's very, very possible. But there are a lot of women, and I mean a lot of women, who might like the reduction of stress that comes with just, again, being a stay-at-home mom. And then cunts like Chelsea Handler go out there and act like, blink twice, like they're some sort of victim, like they have no agency in their lives. These people who want to say that their body is their choice and they should be able to decide what happens to it. But if someone decides that they want to use their body to have kids and be a mom, now all of a sudden, blink twice like you're a victim. Like I said, fuck Chelsea. Chelsea's vagina has a computer alarm. Pull out, pull out, pull out. Oh, dude, don't I have a I don't think I have that in the Portal ones. Let's check the Portal sound drops. I don't have Pull Me Out on here, do I? I have it on my phone. Yeah. We don't have it in there. Damn it. But yeah, okay, kids, today is what does our daddy do? Okay, kids, today is who is our daddy and what does he do? It's a horrible Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, I'm a bad Schwarzenegger. Say that some more. Ooh, this is... Where are we getting loose? Oh, thank Jesus. Thank Jesus from high on the mountain. Oh, it only helped so much. Yeah, we got to tighten that after the show. All right. Let's go over to this story. So you guys are... A lot of you guys libertarians... a lot of libertarians in the house. I don't have a political affiliation because I was a Democrat when I was younger, and then I became a retard, and now I just think I don't trust anybody. So now I'm just a dumb idiot who thinks everyone's lying to me. God damn it! They're all doing blow and having sex. All right, so let's get to this story about the Libertarian Party. They have apparently, this has to be a joke. They've apparently nominated the president for the Libertarian Party, a man named Chase Oliver, who, again, when you say libertarian, this is like, no offense, I ain't a libertarian. Where's the Gadsden flag? Like, I'm not even saying it right, I don't think. Like, again, this is our libertarian... Is this a psyop? Am I on a hallucinogen? I haven't been Did somebody spike my soda? What the... Chase Oliver has also tweeted things. Chase for Liberty. Again, this is our libertarian candidate. So I'm having a Thanksgiving of less than 10 people and will be masked inside. Oh, this is on the 20th. So it's less than, but still. Since masks come off, we have spacing happening. It's not impossible to be responsible. Limit the size, wear a mask when not eating, space yourself accordingly. Again, this is our No. Yeah, the Libertarian Party pretty much just handed their votes to Trump by doing this. Yeah, because again, PSYOP? What the fuck? Do we have a video of it? We do. Okay, this how
the drag queens?
How does this happen? This I don't understand it. And Wake Up America show. It's the Wake Up America show. Are we like, what kind of wake up? Because I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna say the logo, Touch Jealous. It's nice. It's nice. I like the font, but it's also a touch guy. Wake up in America. All right. And Chase Oliver. None of this is going well. We're already off to a bad start, buddy.
Why do you think that the drag queens want to read to children?
Because I think that they are performance artists and they want to be able to have different levels of performance art. It's the same reason as why do the Wiggles sing to children? Because they want to have a market.
Yeah, but then if you start playing a funky beat, the Wiggles aren't going to start, dropping it like it's hot and flashing. Look, I'm just saying there is no universe in which the Wiggles will eventually climb on stage and mount a pole. I'm saying performance art. What do you... Reading books to children isn't a performance art. And more importantly, if your performance art starts in an adult setting, you really shouldn't be finding a way to make it okay for kids. It just should be a parents only thing. Why is it we can't keep the kids out of the stuff? It's a performance art. So the bearded lady's a performance. Wait a minute, is it a performance art or is it a lifestyle? Which is it? Because if it's a performance art, then can't we like limit it in ways to, again, be performed in appropriate places at appropriate times? It's weird how it's a lifestyle and a performance art. They call it a performance art. I call my foot up there a performance art. I'm going to stomp a mud hole. No, I'm not going to do that. It's horrible. Can't even.
Marketplace to kids.
Chase,
they want to be able to. They want to be
the
able
Wiggles.
to.
The Wiggles is made for children. It's obviously family friendly material. Drag queens are not what you call family friendly kind of entertainment.
Okay, but a man in a dress is what drag is, right? Oh.
No, that's cross dressing. A man in a dress is cross-dressing. Drag is taking on a character and a persona with a name, with behaviors, with attitudes, and all sorts of stuff, and it all stems from a sexual place. The whole drag thing stems from a sexual place. Again, nothing about this needs to happen in front of kids reading books. It starts from kink. Exactly. It starts from kink. This is like saying, oh, well, you know, BDSM is a performance art. So we just want to start having, dudes in gimp suits and whips and chains in front of the kids. Because again, family friendly BDSM. Again, I don't think if you understand this or not, it's a kink thing. And I was on board for the not kink shaming, but I will bring kink shaming back. I will support the return of kink shaming in a heartbeat if it means we can finally start putting up a barrier of, you know what, kink stuff, not around the kids, okay? How about, reasonably old enough adults, like let's say 20, and then we move from there. And if you can't handle that line, we check your hard drive. Check mine first. I don't give a fuck. I got nothing to hide.
Let's just be real. A man in a dress or a woman in a suit is what drag is.
Mm-hmm.
No, it is not. And I hate people that dumb it down like that. It is not that simple. You are not considered wearing drag if you come into work in a pantsuit, okay?
That is not inherently sexual. There is inherently sexual drag. And you're not going to convince me. I mean, I'm not going to defend otherwise. There absolutely is. But there's also the ability to perform as a man in a wig without being sexual. And that is what this is. And I guarantee you, if you act like I said, I went for myself because I was like, why are there people protesting this thing? I want to see what this drag queen story time is myself. And I want to see what it is. And nothing sexual was going on. And I think that is the truth for 99% of this.
Great. That's the truth for 99% of this. We've heard conflicting reports, sir. I don't know cross-dressing. Angry Saxon. So according to these geniuses, cross-dressing doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, no, it's no longer cross-dressing. Now it's drag. And I feel like that's kind of part of the rule. Like that's kind of part of the plan. Like they're kind of like generalizing drag so they can squeak all of it in there. And I don't agree with that. Because there have been adults twerking in front of your kids, weirdo. Northern Finland saying something isn't right. Libertarians are the opposite of him. Yeah, libertarians are not that guy, which is why it's weird that that's the libertarian pick for president. Like it almost seems like it's documented, it's proven, it's a CIA op, it's a false flag, it's to send everybody over to Trump, so that way when they put Biden back in office, there'll be a revolt, and 1776 will commence again as soon as we find out that Joe Biden's been reinstalled as a puppeteer and chief. I'm really worried about this thing getting loose. Damn it, I'm having mic problems like Aaron. I wonder if he has a pill for it. Aaron, what do you do when your mic starts getting limp? Mine's been stiff this whole time. I'm almost worried. It might be a priapism. All right, let's go ahead and close that out. Because, again, libertarians, congratulations. There's your vote. Or, in the wise words of Elon Musk, go fuck yourself. Actually, Elon Musk, I mean, well, I didn't know that was him. This is Elon Musk?
Go fuck yourself.
Never knew. The answer to 1884, or fuck 18. The answer to 1984 is 1776. The government doesn't want you to know this, but the ducks in the park are free. You can take them home. I have 256 ducks. Well, would you look at the time, says JoJo. Holy shit, you're right. Holy Jesus. Hey, everybody, we're potheads here. We got an hour left to go, and still a lot left in the show. So thank you for being here. We've got a few more things to handle. Everything that we've gotten for bits, subs, donations, all of that stuff. Let's make sure we're not missing. I don't think I'm missing any of these, but I just want to double check so that way I don't do something stupid. They were listening to me. Hey, Phil Small, subscribe. Thank you. I love having new subscribers. That is awesome. Let's open up this app. And open up that app. And we're good. Good. Okay. So, Jojo, you're welcome. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. But doing something stupid is half the fun. Wait a minute. What's the stupid thing we're doing? I'm not sure. What's the stupid thing we're doing? We have an hour left in the show. I better figure that one out quick. All right. We have 2 stories left for the second hour, and then when we finish that out, we've got a bunch of stuff for the third hour. We'll move through all of that and then have ourselves a day. So this first story that we have left, this keeps happening. I'm going to say right now, not because of any political reasons or affiliations. I don't want the person who did this to be held accountable. Because this keeps happening. We keep putting this shit on the ground, begging someone to do this. And then someone does this. This is like the portal thing. You can't blame people for being people. A person in St. Petersburg, Florida, is in big trouble and could face felony charges for vandalizing. I'm guessing we're going to call it a mural. I'm going to say we're calling it a mural. I'm going to guess we're calling it a mural. So we broke out the B team for this story.
Searching for the driver caught doing donuts, damaging the Progressive Pride street mural.
Just after 2:40 Wednesday morning, a vehicle...
I knew it! Street mural. It's a bunch of different colored stripes on the ground. Now, if it was like a painting, okay. It's a bunch of stripes on the ground. And we've seen this time and time again. The horses won't walk over them. Everybody with a big pair of dualies wants to burn a fucking trail through them. Who cares? It's a street mural. It's so important to us that we want everyone to step on it every day.
Is caught on a security camera doing donuts, damaging a pride mural on Central Avenue in St. Petersburg. Tire marks still visible on the street.
My reaction is disappointment, not surprise.
My reaction is disappointment, not surprise. President of St. Pete Pride. No offense, sir. Of course, you're going to be disappointed, upset, butthurt, whatever. I don't mean this to be as insensitive as it sounds. Can we hear from a regular person who has no fucking horse in this race? They're not a member of Pride. They don't proudly wear their sexuality on their shoulder. They're just dude on the street who has a life to get to. And I bet you 10 to 1, not gonna give a fuck.
I think anytime we're in a situation where we have public displays of pride, our authentic selves, people are going to have a reaction to it.
It's not a reaction to it. It's a reaction to your need to cover. Look, I'm getting blue in the face from explaining to you that this isn't you needing to express yourself. This is you needing to shove your identity in everybody's face. No matter who they are, coming through this intersection, they have to see this rainbow of colors, and it has to be associated with your fucking thing. And we have to stop and pay homage, whatever, to you. So again, I'm sick and tired of this disingenuous, well, whenever we come out and express ourselves, of course we're going to be confounded with hate and bigotry. You didn't need to paint. That's not even, like, you took up the entire intersection. It's practically visible from space. How big does your fucking flag need to be? I wonder if anyone who's ever actually suffered for like social causes or how would people that fought for civil rights and justice in like the 20s and the 40s, how would they feel about people who get butthurt by, again, this stupid fucking flag thing? You put this here. You were asking for this. We've seen this happen time and time again.
Dr. Byron Green Collish is president of St. Pete Pride. He feels someone targeted the mural. He says the mural is visual representation that everyone is welcomed here.
The mural is not visual representation that everyone is welcome here. The mural is visual representation that we have to bow down and shut up and take our licks from the LGBTQ community, and they do no wrong. Because, after all, it's the only community that needs to have street murals left, right, and sideways. I'm tired of placating you people. Violence and horrible shit that happens to people in communities, none of that changes because you have, again, stripes on the ground. People being allowed to live in a community or not being allowed to live in a community, none of that changes because of a street mural. And you knew this would happen. That's why you put on the street mural. Because otherwise you can't complain about being hated. Because nobody's looking for you. Nobody's hunting you down. Nobody's bothering you. You stuck a giant pride flag on the street daring somebody to do something. Stop acting surprised when somebody did something.
It was really a public love letter to the residents of St. Pete, being able to collaborate with the city and other pride organizations.
It's a public love letter to put, just, no offense, dude, it's your fucking flag, no offense, just to put an ugly array of colors on a sidewalk to, again, make everybody have to stop and notice us because we can't go 5 seconds without demanding attention, and when we get that attention, we're gonna complain that it's not the way we wanted it.
Organizations here in the city really feels like love and home.
St. Pete police say over the past week, 2 different vehicles have left tire marks on the mural. One where a driver accelerated on Friday, May 17th at around 9:30 in the morning. The second incident, that vehicle doing donuts. Officers do not believe the 2 cases are connected. Mayor Ken Welch posted on Instagram.
Holy fucking no.
And home.
St. Pete police say over the past week, 2 different vehicles have left tire marks on the mural. One where a driver accelerated on Friday, May 17th at around 9:30 in the morning. The second incident, that vehicle doing donuts. Officers do not believe the 2 cases are connected. Mayor Ken Welch.
How much space do you fucking need? You put this thing. I'd like to. Can we have a count? Like just 4th of July. Anytime during the year. How many intersections do we paint with the American flag, or the state flag, or any flag? How many?
Guess what?
What?
I got a fever.
Not good.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Thank you, Riding Dirty Llama, gifting a tier 1 sub in the channel. I really, really appreciate that. That is Riding Dirty Llama's first gifted sub. Cowbell for Riding Dirty Llama, big supporter of the show, gifting a sub to Redmen 20RH. I don't even know if I'm reading that right, but thank you again, Riding Dirty Llama. Cowbell coming in. Heyo. I'm not reading that one out loud. I'm not reading that out loud, Landers. All right, someone needs to organize a horse parade for one of these cities with these rainbow flag crosswalks and then film it. Right? Let's see a parade go over that thing. Again, this is fucking huge. This is goddamn ginormous. And I'm legit asking, what other cause? Literally, what other cause? Black Lives Matter, fucking George Floyd, any of it. What other cause takes up an entire intersection like this every time they want to? And to say anything about it is to be hateful and not to be like, you know what it is? It's tacky. You know what it is? It's ugly. I'm sorry. It's your flag. Your flag looks like crap. Your flag looks like garbage. And not having your flag on a crosswalk means you're not accepted in society. I don't even have a flag. I don't need a flag, let alone to have it painted on a crosswalk. If you put that, you know what that is? That's a target. That is a target. That is a multicolored target. So even if you're colorblind, one hue is going to catch you. That is a target. And I'm tired of the LGBTQ community making these targets, and then when someone takes the bait, they go, oh, we're so oppressed. We're so oppressed. They did donuts in the intersection. Oh, man. I want a flag for no sexuals. Right? There's no, but I mean, just again, tell me any other flags that we have to put on crosswalks or whatever. And if you were to do anything to it, it's a horrible, horrible sin. Sometimes even a hate crime. We're calling this, when someone lays some rubber on this, we're calling it a hate crime. It's a hate crime. Okay. Again, do we have any other flags that because we're making a lot of assumptions about this flag and what people do to it and what it means they mean. We, like from the area of scientific testing, can we at least see what happens if we put like, you know, a Confederate flag somewhere? If we put Old Glory down on something, can we see what happens if the Gadsden flag is hanging out on an intersection? Does somebody to feel like running one through there? And here's another thing. If someone was flying, if we painted an intersection to again pay homage and heritage to history because a group of people wanted it in their community, and we put a Confederate flag on an intersection, do we get to call anyone that burns through that a hate crime? Again, what if F this flag? Again, there's only one flag we're allowed to paint the crosswalks with. So fuck you. It's not a hate crime. It's not aimed hate. There's only one flag. I argue until we start seeing all the flags on the crosswalks, we can't know. A mostly peaceful protest would light it on fire. Right? Would it, though? Oh. Okay, someone linked this this meme, and it's actually very, very fitting with the last couple of weeks we've had. Like, I've seen so many people saying it's free speech, you know, get over people burning the American flag. But if anyone does that, like, find out who did this and arrest them. Right, it's free speech until you don't like their movement. So, alrighty. So again, we have to get this person and arrest him because he whipped donuts on the intersection. Oh boy. They won't do a George Floyd mural on an intersection because too many would take a knee blocking traffic, says King Kong Dong. Again, if I'm sorry, that's not a mural. That's not a mural. It's just a collection of colored stripes in a rainbow that adds brown, black, and white. Because, you know, the rainbow wasn't good enough before. We had to improve it. You took a universal symbol of elation and happiness, and you went, you know what this needs? This needs a touch-up. You're a dick. You're a dick. It doesn't need a touch-up. It's a fucking rainbow. Double rainbow. So yeah, we're gonna hunt down those horrible, horrible Florida people for defacing a mural. If I spin my Mario Kart Rainbow Road tires on the paint, is that still offensive? Oh my God, Johnny Chimpo, I just had a great idea. Oh no. Oh boy, I gotta do something later. That's good. Wizard of Lizard, please send help. I've been in the shower for 3 days. I've been following directions of my new shampoo bottle. Lather, rinse, repeat. My hands are pruny. I don't know if I can keep this up. Shouldn't have bought the Costco size shampoo. Only halfway done. That's beautiful. Wizard of Lizard. That is a beautiful, nice little detraction. Nice little. I'll take it. That's what I was saying, King Kong Dong. Rainbows never had brown, black, and white. It's not because those colors aren't. Black is the complete absence of color. White is the inclusion of all photons at matter. Or wait, no, it's the opposite, isn't it? Isn't it? I don't remember. One is black all photons. One is all, one's not. But the point is, yeah, those colors aren't included because when light gets broken up from like a pure white source, it goes in. You had it right first. God damn it, I was right. Black is the lack of photons. So again, the pure light source gets divided into the spectrum. That's where the rainbow comes from. But they know better. All right. Ugly is sin. Still saying it. Still saying it. Ugly is sin. All right. All right. Now we got, only 40 seconds. I wanted more than 40 seconds of this. All right. So we got to catch up with this story in South Carolina. We've got a story in South Carolina, and then we've got an hour left in the show. Jake Hudson liked and shared. Thank you, Jake Hudson. Thank you. We're 18, 19, I don't know, we're under 20. The march is on to get to 500, and then we can take like super chats. I'll be like a big boy like everybody else, despite my complete lack of motivation to grow my show because I'm just kind of dealing with stuff. Thank you very much. All right, so let's get over to this. I was hoping this story would be longer just because of the title. Owner captures monkey on the loose in South Carolina town. I mean, you know, some things aren't supposed to be legal anymore. But let's go ahead and find out what this is about.
Community can rest easy after a monkey who escaped his habitat was finally caught. Yes, this has actually been happening for a few days now. We first told you about this on Friday. A viewer captured this video of the monkey on the roof, and we found out his name is Bradley. He's a 15-year-old Japanese macaw. You could see him on the shed there, just roaming around the neighborhoods, just checking it all out.
Wait a minute. Like, no, this is legit. I don't mean this is, people will probably say it's offensive. What? Like, legit. They got monkeys in Japan? They got, like not imported, like, not in a zoo, like, they've got native monkeys in Japan? Driveway Junkie saying PayPal, just kidding, LC. Let's go ahead and do the pay links again. I meant to put those in. We have the PayPal, the Streamlabs, the Venmo. If you want to support the show, we say thank you. We run on a $50 a day goal because, again, I have a small audience and I don't expect much. If people can support it, cool. I without going into personal stuff that I'm dealing with, I'm not stressing money. I got enough stress. So they're called blackety. No, King Kong Dong. No, shame on you, sir. I'm saying I gotta wipe it off the chat because, again, it is a funny joke and people can't take jokes anymore. So I just, in the interest of maybe keeping this thing afloat. That's no macaw. Yeah, Saint Caesar saying, and this was what I was worried about. I was worried that this was a repeat story and that we were about to hear,
That monkey's gonna come kill us, mama.
I almost spilled my... No, I didn't. Didn't almost spill, but I did tip it. My damn pipe. God damn it. Jeez, Johnny, so racist. No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, there's literally... I've never heard of a I've never heard of Japanese monkeys, okay? I've never heard of native to Japan monkeys. Like, just...
Well, we're told that investigators say this monkey actually escaped its habitat, that he's lived in there for almost 6 years. His owner says
he didn't even know World War II was over. He was sharpening punji sticks in the backyard.
Successfully caught Bradley, and he is now back home.
I guess he's not monkeying around.
No. Go F your... No, he's not monkeying around. I hate you for that. Damn news people. He's not monkeying. Oh, I got bad news for you. If that is, in fact, a Japanese macaw, no matter where he goes, he is always monkeying around because he's a fucking monkey. All right, take a shot from a boy, Awake Jimmy. What? No. Miller's Colt, no. No. That's a lie. That is not true. Like, temporarily, it better not be. Where, I've been busy today. I haven't checked up on his show today. What the fuck? No, that's not a thing. That is not a thing. Don't tell me that. No. Wait. Dude, was it under? I thought it was underscore. Underscore. Oh wait, no, there's no underscore. Awake and then just Jimmy. Awake Jimmy. Oh, there's one too many M's. Thank Jesus. I was like, no, we can't be doing this. Meh. What the? Yeah, Dear Butch. Wait, what, Jimmy? Yeah, dude, what? What happened to Jimmy? Driveway Junkie taking credit for thoughts on the new Minnesota flag. We got I'm gonna I'll send him the number so he can call in. He should have it. So thank you. Okay, so we're bought out for tomorrow, and whatever else happens. But thank you for that PayPal. So we're just gonna move that date over to the 30th, and 30. And then whatever squeaks in from everything today, we'll kick that out. So we're doing great. It's awesome. Hope everything is cool, says Mr. Q. I'm okay. Like, for me, like, oh yeah, Jimmy said they didn't give a reason for the ban. Fuck, does he? God damn. Does he have? Oh, I thought Johnny knew already. Yeah, no, I didn't know. He's now on YouTube. All right, well, I'm literally. I'm gonna go. I wish I could rate on YouTube. Ha! The googly eyes; those still make me giggle. Let's get over to the YouTube Awake Jimmy and subscribe. Awake, Jimmy. Awake Jimmy. There's my boy. You know what? I'm gonna subscribe. He's got 2.47K subscribers. He's doing way better than me in life. God, I suck. But all right, so I subscribed to him. Super bummed to hear that. Glad that he's got that, though. Did they kick him off Twitch? I'm guessing they did. I don't know why. Twitch has done this before where they don't explain why they fucking give people the boot. So I don't even know what that's about. Let's go ahead and clear this second hour story stuff out. Thanks for telling me about that. I am really, really bummed about that. All right, so we've got a video of that. Do we want to do it? I don't know. We might do yeah. So our first three stories, North Korea tried to launch a satellite. It did not apparently go well. And we'll get into it. Where is it? NYU students. I didn't know this. I've been fighting the whole paying for college tuition for people. But when I found out that some of the stuff they're going to college for, I definitely don't want to pay for that. That shouldn't be a major. And then we have a winner of the best actress at the Cannes Film Festival for is it just solely best actress? It's an interesting thing, so we'll cover it in a bit. All right, so there's the best actress thing. I don't know that we're going to get to all this. We've only got 45 minutes left in the program. And for all of you that are fans of her, this might scare her a bit. It's okay, kitty. Tegra's here, everybody. And she's gone. And she's gone. And then we have a thing about hypersonic travel. I don't even know that we'll get to that one. Some of these are just going to be way too long to be able to get into and do. Oh, my God, that video from a long-ass time ago with the Navy? Yeah, we'll do that another time. And the BBC News thing about the UK. Yeah, I don't know that I'll get to that today either. That's going to be interesting. Hello, Tegra, says Riding Dirty Llama. Yeah, Tegra, she's here and then she's gone. She's Tegra. Her full name, because I'm a dweeb, is Integra Percat Bellstring.
We're shadowed by North Korea.
Holy. He knows some maneuvers. All right. Then we're getting too deep in the weeds. I hate that you start these things automatically. All right, there we go. Now we're good. Dang fickle furballs wanted to see the kitty, says Mr. Q. She is a fickle one. And yeah, I've been shouting a bit. She just had her dinner. So she's a little extra jumpy. Those cats get that protein in them. They get all antsy in their pensy. So let's go. We've got this video. We've got less time to do it. More stuff to do, so we'll cover this.
Fuck off.
Hot Jesus Christ, why? Thank you, Was Fill Some Holes, for the sound alert. I've got to figure out what's going on with that. That and this. There's something up with my Streamlabs. Maybe it needs to be updated or something. There's something hinky going on here. Alrighty. So let's go ahead. That pussy is full. She's a tiny cat, dude. She is a tiny little cat. She is a cat that does not eat a lot. She is a little kitty. She's just a little bitty kitty. I love my little bitty kitty. Tegra. Come on back. You have fans. Come here. All right, there we go. Come on back, Tegra. Come on back. Little itty bitty kitty. I have goofy names for all three of my kitties. I didn't give them full names. I gave them like Alucard. I gave him his name, but his other human calls him Alucard Tybalt, and then because he's Prince of Cats. So yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I'm gay. Who cares? Let's go ahead and get over to this. Again, we're going to be wrapping this up here. Thank you for being here. We've got about 30, 40 minutes left in the show. Let's check up on North Korea. We've been trying to get to the moon, failing badly. A lot of crazy shit's going on. North Korea is entering the space race, launching shit into the sky. I think a spy satellite or something. It's about time they had the ability to spy on the rest of the world. Let's go ahead and see how that's going for them. North Korea, take it away and launch.
World on edge, attempting to launch a suspected military spy satellite for the second time in 6 months. North Korean state media says the rocket exploded during the first stage of launch.
Oh, boy. That's not good. So I didn't even know this. And Japan's social media. Hey, they have social media in Japan? I never knew they had social media in Japan. Next thing you're going to tell me, they've got all sorts of crazy stuff, like fucking monkeys and shit, macaws and whatnot.
Sounding emergency sirens on Okinawa, Japan. That alert later lifted.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Footage from Japanese broadcaster NHK appears to show a shining orange dot flying in the sky and bursting into flames. Japan's Coast Guard got advanced warning from Pyongyang of an 8-day launch window ending June 4th. Rocket debris potentially falling in 3 locations near the Korean peninsula and the Philippines island of Luzon.
The so-called satellite launch that North Korea announced today is a clear violation of UN Security Council resolutions, and the international community should respond firmly.
All right, I mean, no offense. I agree. They're broken. They're breaking the law. They're breaking the law. But I mean, come on, guys. They couldn't get it out of first gear. All right, no offense. They can't drive stick. What are you worried about? Saint Caesar, what are your favorite points in this video, Johnny? 1 minute and 12 seconds long. I don't know. We'll see if we can get to that. I don't know what video that is, and we have like a half hour left in the program, and I've got a bunch of things in here to get at, so we'll see what happens. But first, let's get, again, look, I get it. The international community, they launched they didn't, but I mean, can we hold them accountable for failure? Like, because again, like, you want to hold them, they're breaking the law, but technically the rocket broke up before it got, like, even into them. I mean, how many more do they have left?
U.S. intelligence closely monitoring North Korea's satellite launch site. Kim Jong-un was there in November.
Kim Jong-un also visible from space.
Its first spy satellite after 2 failed attempts last year. Experts warn spy satellites give Pyongyang valuable intelligence on South Korean and U.S. military assets in the region, potentially making missile strikes more accurate. The latest launch announcement as Japan, South Korea, and China hold their first summit in nearly 5 years, a meeting overshadowed by North Korea's latest moves. Pyongyang says Kim is preparing to host Russian President Vladimir Putin soon, a sign of deepening diplomatic and military ties. What analysts call Kim's strategic pivot away from U.S. diplomacy, 5 years since summit talks with former President Donald Trump fell apart.
North Korea is interested more in engaging the so-called Moscow-friendly network of countries, for instance, Iran.
Like Iran, Pyongyang is selling...
Well, duh, because those are kind of the ones that are right next door, as opposed, hey, let's befriend America. They're only separated by an ocean. That'll do nicely. Thorn, hey, Johnny, good to see you, Butch. Hey, Thorn, good to see you. It's a man in a tube.
Guess what?
What?
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Riding Dirty Llama is going big today. That is awesome. Thank you so much for supporting this program, Riding Dirty Llama. Gifting a sub to Thorn. Cowbell coming in for Thorn. Hey-o. Thank you very much. All right, let's go ahead and hit play on this baby.
Weapons to Putin. Ukraine says North Korean missiles have killed and injured dozens this year. Giving North Korea...
Yeah, but my question is, are they North Korean missiles, or are they the missiles Ukraine sold to somebody and they just came back around to Russia? Because again, I don't know if you know this or not, Ukraine's had a lot of armaments that we've given them, and they've kind of... So, they kind of... misplaced some for probably financial reasons.
Valuable real-world data on the accuracy of its missiles, made with recently produced U.S. and European parts, a UK think tank says. At their meeting in Russia last year, Kim said, I will always be standing with Russia. Putin promised to help Kim's satellite program.
The leader of North Korea shows great interest in space and rocketry. We'll show them our new objects.
An alliance the U.S. warns could see Russia providing critical ballistic missile technology to North Korea, further destabilizing the region and the world.
Okay, but again, they're not very good at this. They've had one success and quite a few failures. So, how unstable is it going to be? How long until we have space wars? That's my question. How long until we have space wars? Because I feel like we're all launching spy satellites up into space, so we can all spy on each other. Eventually, people are going to start taking out the spy satellites. And I've got to figure out something with that light. Since I moved it, this whole thing's gotten hinky. It's all gotten hinky. They are already happening. Ooh. The Star Wars are already happening? We're fighting in space. God damn it. I didn't know that. All right, so I don't know how long this video is. Let's see. Apparently End Wokeness posted this on X. And these are, this can't be real, but apparently it's claiming it is. Real majors that NYU students are going into debt for. This cannot be real. This cannot be real. I'm not seeing any context added things. I'm not seeing any public community notes. This cannot be real. These can't be real things. I have to take my screen off so we can read all of them. All right, so we're going to start with this first one. Queering and decolonizing theater practice. What? That's a degree. That's what you went to school for.
My name is Jacob, and my concentration is environmental science and sustainable business.
Hi, my name is Lex, and my concentration is the performance of self.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle. My concentration is creative direction, production, and narrative through the arts, performance, and written word. Hi.
I don't want to pay for these fucking people. I don't want taxpayers to bail out these effing people. If you think that that's some sort of degree that somehow does something. Oh, so they are all LARPing. I kind of feel, again, this cannot be real. You cannot be telling me that these are real. That's something you can use in the theater world, though. The last one. Riding Dirty Llama at Sound Alert's only one. I don't know, man. It's worse than radio broadcasting. I mean, yeah. Let's hear what Karen. I won't butcher your name. Karen, what's up?
Hi, my name is Karina Gomez, and my
Karina.
concentration is in journalism and Latin American studies, with an emphasis in human rights, collective memory, and political violence.
Okay. So you started out strong. But then we took a woke turn at the end there. My name is Stephanie Lee. Okay, Stephanie.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Lee, and I studied the sociology of environmental communication.
Hi, my name is Reed, and I study music business and gender studies.
Music business and gender studies. Ma'am, no offense, but if you're going to be successful later in life, I guarantee you that the first half of that is what you'll be using. The second half, not really a thing. Sean, I'm late, but I spanked the like button. Thank you. Hit the like buttons, the likes, the subscribes. We're ball ticklingly close to 500, which means then we can take super chats, and I can start, and I should really start working on upgrading banners and things after I get this stupid paperwork thing done. This past weekend has been rough for me, and I have to talk to my doctors about some stuff with me medically. But yeah, I got to start getting some shit together here. All right, so what are you going to school for?
Hi, my name is Dominique, and I studied care politics with a minor in disability studies.
All right, look, I care a lot, and I'm disabled. If I can get my channel just a little bit more successful, I don't know what you can do, but are you interested? Look up North Korean road cleaners, a job that isn't needed as no one has a car. Why? Do we just want to be depressing for the last 30 minutes? All right.
My name is Elliot Wright, and my concentration is art as a social mechanism.
Hi, I'm Georgia, and my concentration is dramatic writing and theatrical adaptation.
My name is Noah Loyacano, and my concentration is equilibrium or negotiated paradox.
Hi, my name is Sophie Lopez, and my concentration is titled Queering and Decolonizing Theater Practice.
Hi, my name is Sophie Lopez, and my concentration is a camp.
Hi, my name is Maya, and my concentration is journalism, post-colonial studies, and psychoanalysis. Hi.
All right, that's acceptable. Post-colonial studies, okay. Journalism, psychoanalysis. I can take all three of those as legit career fields. We have one that makes sense. We've got one. It's a little, not even a stretch, but we've got one. And that's why we have a sound drop for this.
We got one!
I have a degree, too, in applied sciences and automotive technology. Mine is infinitely superior.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more
Oh, my God. Landers, so degrees in nothing, so future OnlyFans employees. Ride and Dirty Llama up to 3 now, going crazy over here today. Ride and Dirty Llama gifting another sub to Jolly Green Dickhead. Thank you again, Ride and Dirty Llama. Rolling on cowbell for our friend Jolly Green Dickhead. Cowbell coming in, hey-o. someday this show is going to end and people will finally be able, and I will reveal then and only then as to whether or not I'm actually ringing a cowbell or just jacking off a goat. It could be either one. You don't know. Would it be better if I fall asleep while I do it, though? All right, let's go to this.
I'm Eloise. I'm graduating with a concentration in philosophy of science and theater.
My name is Amina, and my concentration is titled The Criminal Mind, which is surrounded on criminology and applied psychology.
What do you mean your concentration? Can we call it a career or a degree, or do we not? Okay, love you. Bye-bye. Time to watch my death fat. Okay, SH. My concentration is in who cares. A bunch of useless vaginas. I think they say that instead of saying I majored in something because they didn't major in something. I have faith that you can't have a goat in your basement. Rusty Grammar, dude, fuck all these motherfuckers. Yeah, they're pretty bad. Let's see the last one.
My name is Juliana. My concentration is international business and fashion through sustainable development.
So, business and fashion. Business and fashion.
Yay!
Oh, God. My concentration is required to get through a day, otherwise I can't even. Translation, I hate my pussy. What? No. I wouldn't say any of them said that. Maybe... Thank you, Lab Glass. I better keep an eye on this. We're probably getting close now. Not too close. All right, we got 790 bits away from a sticker party. If you've never been a part of them, sticker party's up there on the Twitch thing. The icon up there is somewhere over there. You can click it. You can throw stickers at us for bits, and they have sound drops. Some of them can be aimed, and during a party, the confetti falls from the screen. You can just go crazy. Everybody gets to do them for free. You can't aim them, but you can throw stickers all over the screen. So there we go. We're done with that. It is painful to consider that. That's what we're going to school for. Hooray. That's awesome. They will be signing up for MAID in 10 years. I mean, if they live in Canada, maybe. Are we bringing the MAID program south of the border? I mean, the southern border is open like a freaking like a barn door on a Sunday afternoon. So why not just leave the northern one open too? I constrained in beer parties and chicks. You mean you concentrated? You concentrated in beer parties. My concentration is in here we go. Why do we not have... There we go. Weird how we didn't have you on the Bluetooth for a minute there. Hey, Ryan Oz Klein calling in. Hey, buddy, how's it going, buddy?
Good. I'm 300 pounds and have blue hair, so I hate all white people.
So is the blue hair a prerequisite for hating all white people?
I think so. I mean, I was watching, so the other day there was two 300-pound plus women, and so this guy came up and asked them, he's like, what do you require in a man? And so he goes up to the first chick and he goes, she says, yeah, he has to be fit. Okay. And I'm like, all right. And then he has to be toned and all this crap. And then he goes to the second chick and she's like, yeah, he has to eat well and do all this stuff. And I'm like, all right, so what?
And you said these were large ladies?
Oh, 300 plus pounds apiece. Yep.
So they follow the same rules that they're preaching for everybody else then.
Yeah, I guess. But it was funny to me, what they wanted was what the society can't give them.
Did either one of them bother to mention that their prospective boyfriends will also need the landing gear required to approach and land on an asteroid, or not?
Right, there's that too. But yeah, they just did. And then he goes back to the first lady. She's like, yeah, he can't have high blood pressure or diabetes. And I'm like, all right.
Because she doesn't want to share her meds.
We're gonna move our way on to the next part. But yeah. So, anyways, I thought that was funny. So.
All right, buddy. So is that what you're calling in just for that?
Yeah, that's all I got, man. It's what they call the shorts on YouTube. Yep.
Oh, well, thank you for that, Oz. Thanks for calling in, man.
Yep. Anytime. Take care.
Thank you. All right, that's Oz, everybody. That is super cool. I love when Oz calls in. I wish he had linked the whole no, I gotta get this open so I can make sure if someone else did that. Nope, I already did that. Oh, and now I gotta put another 20 thing on there. So let's just go ahead and say that that's over to was it the first on what's the 28th? I don't remember dates anymore. We go up to the 31st. So we're going to go to the 31st, and now we're 5 in for that. Thank you, the two people who contributed on there. I know who they both are, but I don't want to out people's names. So there we go there, and so then that puts us at 45 just for the start, and we'll see what happens with everything today on the old Twitch. All right, so alligator, search for a missing alligator continues. This is, I think, a story we did before, but I don't know if I want to do. I want to do that, and I do want to talk about the old man dubbed the serial slingshot shooter. That's just a fun. Well, before I died, I was known as the serial slingshot shooter. Say that 4 times fast. All right, let's go ahead and do the missing alligator. Search for a missing alligator continues. Well, I think the search for the missing alligator is less important than a search for missing people, because I feel like if you start having the second one happen, you'll be able to find the first one. Once again, these people want it all without personal sacrifice. Yeah. I mean, so do I, but I at least admit it. You know, I don't expect to get it. The last thing I sacrificed was my ability to take the stairs. All right, let's go ahead and get to the alligator search. Again, we're looking for an alligator. Let's hope that that's the only thing that stays missing, because if we start missing people, we're really going to need to find that alligator.
Middle school are on the lookout for a missing alligator.
Wait a minute, a middle school? Hold on. A middle school's on the lookout for a missing alligator?
In the Northland, parents near a middle school are on the lookout for a missing alligator. Kansas City Animal Control confirms it got loose at a school event, a petting zoo on Thursday, still unaccounted for.
Why is there an alligator in a petting zoo? You're letting people pet an alligator. I don't care how old it is. It's a bad idea. You know what you shouldn't do? Treat alligators like your friends. They really aren't. They're dinosaurs. That is a horrible thing. And thank you, Driveway Junkie, for subscribing. We're like 15 away, and we'll be able to do super chats. Is this Florida? No, this is Kentucky. Again, a Kentucky middle school is like, hey guys, we want to have a petting zoo, but we don't want to have a goat or a horse or any of that lame shit. We want a goddamn alligator. I want alligators. I want zebras. I want hyenas. Can we get a lion? Can we get a lion to be at this petting zoo? Why is there an alligator? You don't need... You could have brought a handbag, and they could have felt the alligator, the crocodile skin. You could have used shoes or a purse. You don't need to pet a living, breathing alligator.
The search continues tonight. Fox 4's Sean McDowell was out looking for the alligator today and shows us why animal lovers say the biggest concern might be for the animal's safety.
The Park Hill School District describes this as being a wild incident and one they've never seen before. The district confirms the alligator went missing from a petting zoo at Lakeview Middle School on Thursday afternoon. Kansas City animal control officers and KC firefighters have been searching near the school, as seen in these pictures KC Pet Project gave Fox 4 News. The school district also gave this photo of the gator to Fox 4 News. It was taken at an impromptu petting zoo, which was a means of celebrating the end of the school year. The district...
An impromptu petting zoo. That really looks just like somebody found an alligator in their backyard and taped his mouth shut with electrical tape. Oh, boy. I have some questions for this petting zoo.
Notified families of the missing critter via email.
These animals are very quick. They can cover a lot of ground very quickly.
KC Pet Project's Tori Fugate says animal control officers are still looking around for the gator. Fugate says Park Hill schools didn't have a permit for the petting zoo, and the district might get a citation for it.
It is right off 64th Street. There's a grocery store across the street, but there's a lot of traffic, and so we're concerned that the animal's going to get hit by a car, unfortunately.
I'd be more worried about the animal eating other animals, but again, was its mouth taped shut? Because now you've just got a pissed off hungry alligator. Why do a petting zoo? Why do we have a petting zoo in a middle school with alligators? Lions, tigers, alligators. Oh my. Oh man. Great. So there's a grocery and there's a road, and we don't want. Look, I don't want the alligator to get hit by a car either. But at this point, I guess don't bring the alligator to school. Kind of fucked that one up, didn't you?
Fugate is worried about the gator's safety. So are parents. Fox 4 News spoke with next door at English Landing Elementary School.
It's small, and its mouth is taped shut.
Once they
Oh my God!
At a petting zoo and stuff here for the
So that poor bastard's gonna starve to death. It's small and its mouth is taped shut. Fuck whoever. Like again. So kids could pet an alligator. Jesus, Saint Laurent. Ladies, I have a trouser snake you can pet. That's just creepy. These ladies are somebody's mom. And for you, that's no offense, ma'am. It's a little surprising.
field day. Just thought one of the kids probably let it go.
Fugate says there's no cause for too much public concern since the gator's mouth was taped shut. However, that also limits the reptile's ability to defend itself against predators. If you have information that can help in the search for this missing animal, please get in touch with Kansas City Animal Control. We'll have that number on our website.
All right, yay, Kansas City Animal Control, if you have any ideas on how to wrangle a gator. So ever heard of doing someone's mom? Bobby Bologna, I'm just saying, have we not had enough of that for one day? I don't need more stories. It's been a long day. I don't need any more stories of somebody stooping somebody else's mom. You know? I don't need it. I don't need it in my life. Never trust a reptilian. And I think there was something up with this. High estrogen levels and cholesterol. I bet that graduation smelled like an overflowing porta potty. Oh, Landers, don't make me vomit. I have a lot of soda and water and some Mike and Ike's in my stomach at the moment. I haven't really eaten much of anything else today. I think I had a beef stick this morning. I have to start every day with a little bit of meat in my mouth. No, I had a beef stick. I think that's about it. I really need to make some food. And this guy's giant open fucking trap doesn't help me. So let's close that out. All right. Aaron did. Again. Wow. It's like I made that joke. Thank you, Saint Caesar. It's like I said something like that. All right. Let's go to this. And let's. Again, there's been a problem happening in a
It doesn't work for me. I gotta have more cowbell.
Thank you, Dr. Adkins, for following the channel. Is Dr. Adkins dead? I don't even... You seem like a scammer, but I think you treat children with respect. I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer. I'm a jammer. I'm a ding dang dammer. Warning number 1. I don't. Is this? It's an actual account that's been around for a while. I like it. Rusty Grammar's like, I got my sword right in here. You do this shit again, and I'll fucking come for you. And then Saint Caesar, also ready to go. So I mean, whatever. I don't give a shit. Say when, dude. You got at Frog Puker 59. They just gave me a warning, but didn't tell me how many I have in the tank. Who the hell is Frog Puker? I don't have a Frog Puker in my chat. All right, you guys can do you, because I don't even understand what any of this is. Generally appreciate this stream and what you're trying to build, both in terms of a community, in terms of your own body. Again, reading this whole thing, I have to say, so you know nothing about me. Weird. All right, so let's go ahead and get to this one. 10 years? 10 years somebody's been terrorizing a neighborhood with a slingshot, and we finally found out who it is, and it's an 81-year-old man. And the minute they said that, I thought, wait a minute, so Biden's got a slingshot? But let's find out. Holy Jesus. Hakuna Matata, what's going on?
I've actually seen him shoot the slingshot before. He's never shot at us or anything, but a lot of neighbors, I couldn't believe that.
In California, serial slingshot shooter arrested in California. So you can't have guns, but you can terrorize a neighborhood for a decade with a slingshot? You guys got some weird fucking laws in California. You can get away with just fucking pelting cars and windows and shit with a slingshot, but remember, you don't want to have any weapons that could hurt people.
He was arrested, the SWAT team and stuff yesterday, so it was pretty crazy.
Oh, God.
Many times I came outside.
How many people are in this neighborhood, and why do they always look like multiple people when you see them up close? Hey, question. So the SWAT team busted in on him with a slingshot. Can I get some body cam footage? I'd really like to see. Put the slingshot down now. Like, they're coming from a slingshot, and I won't let them. You might get me in a rush, but not before I turn one of you into a person who deeply regrets getting hit in the face with a stone. Oh, a SWAT team for an 81-year-old man with a slingshot. Right? I need to see this body cam footage. I want to see the SWAT team that had to break into this man's house because of the slingshot.
And I would find little BBs on the ground by my front door. So I'm very glad that the person was caught.
Oh, good. I'm very glad that the person was caught. Well, I'm glad that you're glad. Again, I want to... All right, nope, that is not... I was going to say, don't tell me I did a 30-second story and you had a fucking 2-minute one behind it. I would have done that anyway. But, no, never mind. So, again, serial slingshot artist. I want to know, who it was. We didn't get any information, not even a photo. Police arrested 81-year-old Southern California man.
Shot.
Thank you, Saint RN, for the 100 bits. Police last week arrested an 81-year-old Southern California man that they described as the serial slingshot shooter, believed to have been victimizing his neighbors for a decade. Police responded to a quality of life issue in the 900 block of Eden Avenue and learned that over the last 9 to 10 years, dozens of citizens were being victimized by a serial slingshot shooter. The man broke windows and windshields with his weapon and at times almost hit people, police said. Inmate records indicate that the suspect, Prince King, is 81 years old. Police didn't list an attorney who could comment on his behalf. Police served a search warrant at the neighborhood where the slingshot attacks were happening Thursday and ultimately arrested King. Police said ball bearings and a slingshot were found at his home. Police Lieutenant Jake Bushy, so close to Busey, told the San Gabriel Valley Tribune. Police began investigating after the first slingshot incident, but hadn't been able to pin down a suspect until now. Thank God it only took you a decade. Bushy added the shots weren't random, although he didn't know why certain people or properties were targeted. Some commenters on the police department's Facebook said that the windows of their cars had been shot out, but that they couldn't be sure King was the culprit. I now, I gotta see who is, we didn't have a picture of the 81-year-old Prince King. That is a weird name. Prince King. So your first name is Prince, your second name is King. I've got questions. Who is Prince King? Let's type in on the old Google Prince King 81. Nope, I didn't have the cursor in there. All right. Prince King 81, enter. All right, so we've got that from 12 hours ago. Do we have images? Prince King Jr. I don't know who that is. That's Saudi King. All right, let's see what this one was. How long is this story? If it's a video. It's not a video. No suspect photos. Oops-a-doodles. Well, that makes me wonder. It's the... Window licker, what do you mean? But I have no idea. I'm saying I can't lock down with any certainty who is... where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? There's a lot of different people, and that guy doesn't look 81. And then we have King Charles. Like, Prince King is a weird name. Prince King 81. Let's type South. You know what? South California. Let's was it South California? Nah, you know what? I'm not even doing it. Not even doing it. We can't be sure. It's just it's a mystery. Yes, send it with a $5 dono, $10 to be played right away. Wait a minute. Dr. Atkins, Prince King sounds like a black guy, not gonna lie. I mean, I don't give a shit if you say that. Allow or disavow, Johnny. Yeah, I don't really care. That's him saying that, and I don't know. We can't have any pictures. I don't have anyone that looks like an 81-year-old, so I don't have anyone that I'd be even willing to wager. So who knows? Who knows? All right, we have, 5 minutes left. Do we want to do this one? Not really. That's a 5-minute thing, and that one's not. So, you know what? What do we have in the old overtime folder? Did we get anything with that? Let's mute a few of these and see if we have, because we only have 4 minutes left. I don't really want to get into anything too serious and substantial. Actually, that's kind of fun, but it's a cat video. I don't know if people want to see a cat video. It'd be nice to unwind for the day and have some fun stuff. And I've just kind of, oh God, yes. All right, we're going to do that video, and we'll see if this one's another winner, too. We'll do these three, and then we'll call it a day. Oh, God, yes. Okay, so we're doing all three of these, and then we're going to clear them off of the docket there, so we know they're done. Bam. Who wouldn't want to see a cat video, says Bobby Bologna. Well, don't worry, because we're going to get to it. We're going to get to a cat video in just a moment. First, I want to, have you guys ever heard of Krampus? Have you ever heard of the holiday figure, old school lore of the anti-Santa, as some would say, the demon Krampus? Well, apparently in some European town, Krampus gets to fucking run wild and kind of remind kids like, hey, how about you don't be a little shit? Do we not have audio? Oh, shit, I have it. That's why. They're just whacking the kids. Krampus. Yeah, dude. Saint Laurent, I grew up with Krampus. Again, it's fucking hilarious because again, this is to make a scene for the kids. They take a lot of time to make sure they don't hurt them, but damn. In America, that would just straight up get you arrested. Look, doing it for their betterment or not, whether those people are in on it or not. And I feel like a lot of those people, because those don't look like kids, I feel like they're beating the shit out of adults to scare the fuck out of the children. Is this Twitch safe? Dude, they're beating the crap out of adults to scare the hell out of children. The whole thing is, again... The whole thing is staged. Yeah, dude, you're telling me that's a kid? That ain't a kid. Oh, all right, now I don't want to... Now it's getting a little aggressive. Wild Krampuses appear in the streets attacking humans. And then again, readers adding context to this video. The incident took place in Italy on December 5th of 2019. Rather than a monster, it is a witty Central European tradition in which locals dress up using dark fur during the annual Christmas Krampuslauf parades to make sure that naughty kids get frightened. Yeah, I don't think they actually were going at the kids there. Those were, again, adults, and they were having a good time. They're just having fun. Germans know how to show love. I mean, they certainly know how to show something. And that was in Italy. That wasn't even in Germany. That was in Italy. Mr. Q, get kinky. Bobby Bologna, can we just do that for real? I mean, probably not. But you know what? Someone said they want to get kinky. Do you mean, like, when you say get kinky, is this what you mean? Do you mean this, like, get kinky? I'm going to just say it right now. Amber Heard's new movie looks like trash. Ha ha, someone's doing a blackface sheep. Or a white-faced black sheep. How do you do this? As an adult human, how do you sit here looking like you're about to shit yourself in a fucking sheep costume? How? Need to play Run by AWOL to that video. Riding Dirty Lump. What in the... Reminds me of YouTube video. Thanks, Smokey. Alrighty. This is just fucking nuts. Again, am I wrong or does that not look... That kind of looks like Amber Heard, right? Like, she looks like she could take a dump in your bed. And maybe I'm wrong, but she looks like she could, you know, poop in the sheets. She's a lady in the streets in a septic tank in the bed. All right. I can't do the cat video. We didn't get to the cat video because it's like 3 minutes long and we're already over on time. I'm going to, they do this every year. It's awful. What? I've seen this and it never gets any better. This is an annual thing? Come here, let me pet that wool. Ma'am, I have a question. Does the carpet match the rest of the carpet? No, you see, but if you go to Denny's, do you remember what you ordered? Still don't get it. All right, I'm going to have to bail. We've had a great time. Thank you for hanging out. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. We've been completely funded for tomorrow and the day after. So we're flying through. We might even tap out the week. And I'm letting people know now on the 4th, I will not be doing any shows. I will not be doing any shows on the 4th. I believe that is a Tuesday. Yes. So no shows on the 4th. I got to go. I got a family thing. Save the cat video, please. The cat video ain't going anywhere, homie. The cat video ain't going anywhere. It's one of those timeless pieces that, again, because it's a cat video, we can get to it, and we will. Anyhow, we've been Johnny. Correct, but what age are you at? I mean, mentally, physically, spiritually, verbally, reading level of a 5-year-old. I don't know. I'm not a person who should make decisions for other people. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. It's been a blast. We'll be back tomorrow morning on the Steel Toe Show on YouTube and Rumble, and back here at 2 p.m. on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Take care. Another one in the books.
Game over. Fuck. What the fuck? Fuck. Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking. How did you do fucking fucks? Fuck. Game over, man. Game over. Why did somebody tell me my ass was so big? I'm gonna come.
I'm holding it to my butthole right now.
The pain is for me. The pain is for